And you are live. Yo, 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 yo. It's the Iggity, Biggity, Bossalini. Back cooking with gasolini. From where? Oakland. Yeah, that's right. You know what it is. It's Big Boss. Long time no see. Haven't been on YouTube in a while. All over like an hour and a half. So shout out to everybody who's pulling up. And shout out to the people who was just rocking with Boss on my last live I did earlier this evening. I had on Branjor Around the World. Shout out to Branjor Around the World. He's in Colombia, Bogota right now. He's out there kicking it with Crypto King, who also pulled up. So shout out to Branjor Around the World. Shout out to Crypto King. Make sure you go to Crypto King's channel. Let's Learn Crypto. And shout out to the baddie he had with him, right? Did you guys see that? Matter of fact, after this, go back, look at that one, and see the baddie he had, man. Yeah, she was bad. And she dropped her IG and all the shit. She's there in Cartagena. But anyway, moving forward, y'all seen the thumbnail. Y'all know who it is, man. Man, Bossy Boss is bringing them out, man. I'm really appreciative to all the travel YouTubers who's rocking with Bossy Boss, agreeing to come on to my little tiny platform, even though they got big giant platforms. But you know what I'm saying? Real mess with real. And what I'm seeing, I'm coming across a lot of real dudes, a lot of real travel dudes, even though they got giant platforms. Shout out to Check in Effect, and shout out to Check hitting the 70K. I think he had 71. When Check came on my channel last week, he was at like 68K, 68.5. I told him he was going to get to 70. Now he got to 70K. And even though Check, 68, 70K, he came on my little channel. So shout out to all these YouTubers with the big platforms that still keep it real. They remember where they came from. They remember when they were small. So they still come down the street level and rock with the Bossy Boss. With that being said, let me bring out the one, the only, THEFLYBOYWAY.
Hey, yo, what's going on, everybody? It's your boy FRE, $H Fresh at the Flyboy Way. That's THEFLYBOYWAY. Don't ask why, just check out the channel. Man, I'm juiced. This shit finna slap, bro. What's up,
It's about to slap another banger and another one.
Yes, sir. Yeet.
Yee. Man, we got Oakland and Miami in the house. What are you playing?
What's going on? I'm in the Jersey house now, but we back in Miami next week. Southeast Lifestyle. You know what that is.
You got two houses, man. You all over the place. Hey, man. Everybody ain't able, man. Everybody ain't able, man. I just got the one house. I got the one casa, man.
Everybody's able. It just take some time. That's all it is.
You got the Dos Casas, man. So you got the house in New Jersey and in Miami.
Well, wow. I got two houses in Jersey.
Okay. Hey, one day, man.
Just trying to show away, you know what I mean?
So how you feeling, man? How's the weather out there in Jersey?
It's cold as hell, boy. It's still snow on the ground, but it's raining, so it's making it a little bit better.
You know man, you got a house. You got two houses in Jersey where it's snowing, and you got a house in Miami. How come you not in the Miami house?
Well, because
I know it ain't snowing in Miami.
My kids live up here, so right now, when my kids still in school, I'm up here. But when I retire in like 6 to 7 years, I'll be down there because my son will be old enough, and my daughter should be out of high school already.
Okay, so your daughter's older?
Yeah, my daughter's 14. My son is 5.
Oh, okay, right on. Yeah. Shout out to you, man. I remember when mine was little. Yeah, I got one of each. I got a girl and a boy. They're only two years different. My kid's grown, man. You know, Bossy Boss. Oh, I'll go ahead and say it for the what's her name. So, damn.
That
my daughter 25 and my son 23.
See, that 2 year difference is much easier because you can match up stuff and this difference. And I still plan on having another one overseas, most likely, not in America.
Shout out to you, man. Hey, man, Bossy Boss is done. Clip. Bossy Boss is done, man. Man, child support's a bitch. Oh, but you said overseas.
Yeah. I got my first baby mother is from Ghana. She's born and raised in Ghana. Came over here when she was a teenager. My second baby mother is white American, and my next one is going to be Latin American.
Latin.
So,
You know what country yet? You know who's going to be the victim?
I haven't decided yet. I haven't decided. It depends what country I really want to be able to expat to.
Okay, that's what's up. That's what's up. Yeah, shout out to Ghana. Yeah, my last real relationship, which was years ago, my girlfriend was Ghanese, however you say it. Yeah, so shout out to Ghana. But
yeah,
I ain't on that no more. Hey, you know what it is. Man,
yeah, shout out to everybody in the room. I see y'all.
Man, I'm about to go through them right quick while we formulate our mind frames. Oh yeah, that's what I said to you, the fly boy. Shout out to Love Entertainment, my moderator, Tim Howard 5. Damn, you're interviewing all the travel bros. Yup. Hey, they real, man. I mess with who mess with me, man. All I could do is ask. You know what I'm saying? I mess with who mess with me, man. So shout out to the Flyboy Way. He's a real one, man. He's a real one. Global Paper, Brazil or die. Yeah, man, you need to be up on that Brazil though, Flyboy, on that Brazilian.
Well, I'll show you some videos, like when we share the screen, and I'll show you some videos from Brazil and all that good stuff. Well, I'll show you got videos I can show that can be monetized.
Right.
Because I got some videos on my channel from Brazil that YouTube ain't promoting because it's 18 and up.
Please don't kill my vibe. You know, hey, I ain't got 3 houses like you, man.
I hear you, man.
Hey, I ain't got 1 house, nigga. I rent. Yeah, boss said that boss rent, man. My old ass, I'm still renting.
Shit, if you boss in California, that's damn near how a mortgage in Jersey.
It really is, especially here in Cali. Like I say, the only way boss gonna make some money at this point, YouTube or crypto or both, right? So yeah, don't kill my vibe, man. Don't kill my. Send it to me on the side. That's what's up. Models and bottles for life. I mean, Global Paper just bombing me up, man. Investments or die. My sneaker game is a monster. Okay,
Rooftop for life.
Flyboy, your hat game is mean. However, I don't think your sneaker game can play with me. LOL. Oh man, he calling you out.
I bring out them unique joints, man.
Man, that means this man got 3 houses. Stop playing with him, man. Salute, Flyboy, Big Wop.
Yeah, Big Wop. What up, man?
OG Bobby Johnson. What's up, Big Boss? Holla at your boy. We're going to make it do what it do on the Big Boss Show. Salute to you and your guest, the one and only. He spelled it out. Don't ask why. Just do it, man. Just do it like Nike. OG, get your paperweight up, Johnson. What up? Yes, sir. Shit, man. So, a whole lot of shit to talk about, a whole lot of shit to unpack. But first of all, you know, I got to start it from ground level. I'm sure all your people know and whatnot, but you know, I still want to just run it back. When did you first started traveling? What got you into traveling?
All right, for those that don't know, I'm from Newark, New Jersey. Back in the 90s and the 80s, I was born in 84. I'm 37, and it was a crack epidemic back then. So Newark, New Jersey was horrible. We went through a lot. We went through gang violence. We went through all that stuff, and it was like the only way they made it seem on TV in the neighborhood that we could get out was if we was a drug dealer, a cop, or a sports player.
Right.
But I just felt as though there's another way. I felt as though there's another way to the top. And I was like, all right, if nobody's going to show me, I'm going to find a way. I couldn't find one. So I made one, the Flyboy way. And that came from my traveling, which started when I was 18 years old. I started traveling. The first place I went was Daytona Beach, Florida. They had like a thing called BCR, Black College Reunion. And in Black College Reunion, they would have like the big cars with the big rims, the dunks, and they would have like all of the flyest women coming out. It was like a lower, huh?
It was like Freaknik?
A lower version of Freaknik. Yeah, I was gonna say that. It was a lower version of Freaknik. And when I got there, it opened up to my eyes to what was out there. So I finally went there for like 3 years, and then I got my friends to come 1 year, and they came another year. By that time I was 23. So now I'm like, all right, I've done this so many times, and we go down there and are we over 2 minutes? Yeah, we are. All right, so we go down there and we would be like knocking down stuff left and right. I mean, all different type of women, black women, white women, Spanish women. It'd be so crazy. We would just, but my friends wanted to keep going. But for me, I wanted to explore more. So I decided I'm going to go international at 24. My first place at 24, I went international was, and mind you, I've been recording videos. Remember, I told you I was trying to show a way.
Okay.
I've been recording videos since I was like 19.
Oh, wow.
I was 19, 20 years old. but I lost a lot of footage from BCR. But as soon as I started going internationally, everything was recorded when I was 24. First place I went was, like I said, from the urban area. I didn't feel too good going places I didn't know, so I went to a resort, Punta Cana, Dominican Republic.
DR, everybody training wheel, DR.
Yes. DR was the first place I went. So a good feeling, but I was able to connect with some women that was not on the resort because you kind of got to either work on the resort or know somebody who worked on the resort to get there. So I connected with some women out there. They wanted me to come outside of the resort, but I was skeptical at that because we always hear, "Oh, stay on the resort, something's gonna happen." My next trip, we went to and when I was 25, we went to Canada for Caribana, and it was no resort. So it opened my mind up to thinking like, oh, I don't have to always stay on the resort. The next trip was Jamaica, and like I said, if I could share the screen with you guys,
Yeah.
All right, let me share the screen with you guys. I'll show you some of the videos because the whole thing is that what I do is I like to share the screen because a lot of people might not know who I am or might see this video later down the line and maybe like, oh, not, they might not want to just go automatically and not there. And
while we doing that, I'm gonna shout out my super chat right fast.
Okay.
Shout out to Razor Ray. What up? Salute to the Flyboy Way. Cool Columbia video he has. Yeah. So like I say, sometimes I might not be able to get to all the chats, but I'm always going to acknowledge the super chat. So if you really want to get your comment read, put a $sign on it. Real talk. Okay, boom.
Okay, so since I want to take you guys on my journey, and I want this to be something where you guys see how I went, let's start locally. I don't want to start internationally. I'll start locally because my journey started off locally. So we're going to start with just showing you guys some things in Houston.
Okay.
All right. So now we can go on with the show. You gotta ask any questions, man?
No, not yet. I don't have a question.
All right, cool. All right, so when I started traveling internationally, I went to Dominican Republic first. Then I went to Canada for Caribana. Then I went to Jamaica. When I went to Jamaica, it was the first like real experience of not being on a resort. Even though we stayed in a resort, we went to 2 different resorts, and even though the resort wasn't the place we stayed the whole time, because I went during Dream Weekend. For those that don't know, Dream Weekend is a big event that happens. Dream and ATI Weekend is a big event that happens in Jamaica every year, and we was like off the resort. And see, now I gotta bring that up. I know we started locally, but let me bring that Jamaica one up because a lot of people don't know that these events. So
hey, this is the Flyboy show now.
Right, to find all these fellas, to find all these videos, fellas, you could just go to there you go. Just go to the playlist section of my channel. All right, so when I went to Jamaica, this is the first time I actually was able to like get the local experience. I mean, Canada is a local experience, but it's no different. No, it's not much different from the United States. But Jamaica, now this was whole different. They didn't have no street lights. It was like shacks in certain parts because we went from Montego Bay to the Grill, and like it was like real people. Like it wasn't like just tourists. So it was a good experience. And like the more and more I traveled, the more I ventured out, it allowed me to feel more comfortable with exploring the world. So wait, I forgot. I was saying you got
Flyboy don't want me to make no money.
You got no.
Flyboy don't want me to make no money.
I forgot. It's been so long. Jamaica's like, if you look where it says 2012, this video is from 2012.
Oh, wow.
You know what I mean? So like I say, I tell people this all the time, and once again, I try to before I say this, I always say my channel is to inspire. The difference between inspiring somebody and bragging is when you show them a way to get to where you got. That's what makes the difference between inspiring and bragging. So when I say that, I have the longest channel on YouTube for travel that's still around now that you will see. You can go back and check that. I have videos from 2012, right? I've had videos before that actually.
It's 22.
I
That's
think
10 years.
I've had videos before that. I've had videos since 2009. I've been on YouTube since 2009. So if I go all the way back, you'll see videos from 2009. But after Jamaica, right?
Yeah.
I decided to do my own trip, and this is when I started to really like venture out. I went to Costa Rica. Now I went to San Jose, Costa Rica, which is like basically like the local part of Costa Rica. You know what I mean?
Okay.
It's not as much as like there we go. As a tourist part. Now there was a lot of expats there. However, with Costa Rica, the experience wasn't like a tourist experience. I actually had to go to different things, and that's back when they had Del Rio open, or Hotel Del Rey.
Okay,
and
yeah.
This is my first true introduction to the pro side of the game. Like I didn't really coming from the States, that what pros aren't legal. So when I first went to Costa Rica, San Jose, I was like, yo, are you telling me that I can just pay and there's no problem? Oh snap.
See, my friend.
It was like a whole new world to me. It was like a whole new world to me because I'm like, normally I'm able to get women in the States. I'm able to get women. When I was younger, I wasn't. I was fat, I was short. When I got my high school years, I was pretty much who I am now. So it was always possible. It was never a I gotta go overseas thing, which kind of kills me when people say that all the time. It's like It's like, yo, come on, like nobody gotta go overseas.
Over here. Some things might be easier, but you don't have to.
You don't have to, exactly. But the fact that when I went over there and I realized, oh, this is a thing. Now I have a choice. That time I still feel as though I got a woman who wasn't a pro, but I had to pay a friend to watch her kids. So I don't know if that was their setup or how it was, but either way, it opened my mind to saying, yo, this is possible. So shout out to let me see if I can speed up to her real quick. Her nice little
look at that.
Yeah. It's like I said, Costa Rica, I tell people, was my most adventurous place that I've been.
Okay.
It's like it had the volcanoes, hot springs, zip lining through the rainforest, like 1,000 feet. It was so crazy.
I saw that. I think that's one of the first videos I saw of yours back in the day when you were zip lining in Costa Rica, right?
Yeah,
I saw that video years ago.
The experience is just it's hard to really express.
Yeah.
You just gotta go in.
Ooh, 2014. I didn't see it in 14. I think I saw this in like 2018.
Yeah, see,
it was 4 years old when I saw it. Damn.
Okay. A lot of things that now is like, because people don't really do research, because of I said because of the miseducation we've had at Black people in America, because people don't do research. Okay, let me switch to the next one.
Yeah, I saw this video. I remember seeing this one years ago.
Yeah, a lot of people don't go back to see how long I've been traveling and the videos I have. They just know the new stuff, which is cool too.
You started this travel shit. This is a
Soldier boy. Soldier boy. I was the first. Ain't nobody before me. Nah. I understand there was a lot of people traveling. Like I said, it doesn't really matter if it's the first or last, as long as there's a lot of us still doing it now. But I understand there's people who traveled before me.
Right.
But I also understand I was the one on YouTube that was doing it the longest. And I can it's receipts for that. So it's like now when people are discovering new places, for me it's like, all right, that's awesome. It's good because now we're gonna have somebody who can show an updated version. Experience.
Right.
But my life right now is not as big as wanting to travel out to places as wanting to actually own stuff. So you'll start to see my stuff switch up. Like I'm getting ready to try to acquire a property in Mexico within the next 4 years.
Okay.
So after Costa Rica, I did a couple of things in the States, and then I went to I can't even. It can't be so long. It's been so many places, man. I think after Costa Rica was London. Was it London? Oh no. After Costa Rica,
you went to Stonehenge. I'm looking at the. You did Stonehenge.
I'm going to go through all that.
Damn.
After Costa Rica was, I believe, Trinidad. Now, if I'm wrong in this order, just rock with me. After Costa Rica was Trinidad. Now, a lot of people always say on channels, "Oh, you travelers never go to
Right. You stay in the same triangle.
Yes. You guys never go to black countries, which is the weirdest thing ever because there's no such thing as a black country. If you mean a predominantly black country, there's only really two predominantly black. I mean, outside of the countries in Africa, there's really only one predominantly black country, and that's Brazil. So when it's, but you know, a lot of black Americans, the black United States citizens, don't really understand that Brazil is the second highest country with a black population. So and so it's like they think that when you go to Brazil, you're messing with other women from other ethnicities, and you're really not. It's still black. But I wanted to show Trinidad again, right? Where's Trinidad at? Here, I want a few playlists because I don't want to play that one. I want to play. Where's that? All right, so I guess I could play this one right here because that's not the original one I played. Oh, I want to play Jury. That's all right. All right, so then I went to Trinidad, right? Now, if you got any questions in the room, shout them out. Let me know. I'll answer you right away because I want to stay on. Just let me know, and I'll stop the thing, and we'll get back to it. All right. So all right. So I went to Trinidad. Now, what you see right here is Juvert. Shout out to QB Passport Flexing, man.
Yeah, shout out to him. I'm gonna have him on my channel in a couple of days.
Oh, that's dope. That's dope. So in Trinidad, it kind of gave me a vibe, like a family vibe. Like everyone was like, when I say family, I don't mean like it wasn't the women in it. It was still women in it. You know, Trinidad Carnival got the women. I mean, at the same, when I went to Trinidad Carnival, I believe in 2015, Rihanna was there, and was it? I don't know if it was Cardi B. It was Amber Rose, I think. Rihanna and Amber Rose was there. So it was, and it was in the costumes and all that stuff. I didn't get that on film, but I got a lot of other stuff on film as well.
Right.
But Trinidad was a dope experience. I went by myself, and it was just a dope experience. Like dancing in the streets, they have carnivals all night, parades, and yes, it got women. So of course I knocked something down, but I didn't see any pros. You know, coming from my first experience of having pros in San Jose, or not having pros, but witnessing that there were pros in San Jose, I didn't see any pros in Trinidad. So it was like it was a different experience, but I still got to meet with some women and, you know, had some fun. After Trinidad, and let's go back. Like I said, I'm just showing you guys briefly these places. You can go check if you want to see the whole videos. You can go check on my my playlist, and you can see all of the wild times as you can see on the screen. So after Trinidad, I did a contest for Sprite. And the contest was on Instagram. It was like you had to make a 15-second video, right?
Okay.
And, let me see. Do I still have that? I'm not showing you guys if I can. I don't know if I still have that, but I'll try. I'll try to check it. Shout out to Tatiana, man. She's on one of my videos.
Shout out to Tatiana, whatever.
She's on one of my videos. She's from Jersey, but she goes to school in Clark Atlanta.
Oh my.
A&T, something like that. Okay. So let me see if I can catch it because I don't know how far back it is. But if you haven't already, hit me up on Instagram. If you got any questions about my guides after you watch them, either leave me a comment on the guides or go to my Instagram and I'll and send me a message. I answer everybody's message.
That's what's up.
And like, you know, it might take it might take within 24 hours for me to get to you, but I'll definitely get to you. And also on Instagram, you're more likely to see more stuff that I'm not able to put on YouTube because Instagram for some reason lets me.
Instagram is on my channel.
Huh?
Yeah, unless your Instagram is on my channel, but it's all good.
You see me zooming fast past everything, man.
Trying to get baby. Who's the little cute baby? That was your baby?
Which one?
I see some little baby.
This is my little man. This is my little man right here.
That's what's up. So cute.
Yeah, it's
a
my
little
man.
Little man.
That's me in Brazil. And we'll get to Brazil. We'll get to all that. Like I said, well,
Oh yeah.
I just wanted to bring up this because the Sprite competition that I won. I mean, I placed top 5 or top 6. I forgot what it is. The Sprite competition I placed type 5 or type 6 in is what led me to my next destination overseas, which is what I want to play before.
What you want to segue to? Okay.
Right.
And while you doing that, let me see. Yeah, we got people in the chat. Mm-hmm. Yes, sir. Love Entertainment, my number 1 moderator. Yes, sir.
Okay. Sprite. I think
it's coming up. You getting there?
Yeah, because this is the thing from it. It's coming up. Pause.
Coming up. So how many years back is this?
This is about 2015 when this happened. I'll show you guys this first. This is the top 6 films. Everybody's not
that's you right there.
Yes, not everybody on YouTube edits, but
I know that.
Along my journey, I've edited a lot and I got better and better over time. In 2015, I placed in the top 6 of the Sprite Films competition for editing and for making a quick 15-second Instagram video. That 15 Instagram, I'm gonna play it right here, okay?
Okay, boom. Let's get it.
Athlete, or even a famous artist. I'm just an average person like you who obeyed his thirst and is taking me all over the world. You should obey your thirst and see where it takes you. Sprite. I'm not a celebrity, an athlete, or even a famous artist. I'm just an average person like you who obeyed his thirst and is taking me all over the world. You should obey your thirst and see where it takes you. Sprite.
Now, if you look in the comments right here, you can even see Sprite send me a message. Awesome. We sent you a package list last week. You should receive it soon. Here's the links to the page. You see that part right there?
Yeah, I see it from Sprite with the blue check.
Right, with the blue check.
That's what's up, man. So 15 seconds, huh? And boom.
Boom. But here's the thing. 15 seconds made me $1,500.
Whoa.
They gave me $1,500. And because
$100 a second, hey man, where I signed up for that job at? All the hours I put into my editing and get views.
Mind you,
you know how to struggle for the new YouTube when we first start.
Yes. I fully understand, man. And because of that $1,500, I was able to book my next trip, which I thought was never be possible. I was able to book my next trip to Paris and London.
Wow.
So when I went to Paris, I'll say this. Let's start with love. Paris is probably one of the top 2 most beautiful architectural cities I've ever seen. Art, architecture, and just the atmosphere of Paris is like so different from anywhere I've been. Little streets. I went to the Louvre, which you see in the background. Yeah. I seen the Mona Lisa. Can I get a date on Friday? And I seen Michelangelo. I seen the Eiffel Tower before it burnt down. The Notre Dame, Cathedral Notre Dame. All of that stuff, the arch, all of the stuff that you would think a kid from Newark, New Jersey, from the hood, from the slums, like, well, I mean, you wouldn't think this is possible. It was amazing. And the women were kind of nice also. But here's where I get to it being a little bit of an issue. Paris is the one place that I did not feel, I'm not going to say welcome. I did not feel the generosity as I do everywhere else. I take a little bit of blame for it because at the time I knew no French. I knew a little bit of Spanish, but I knew no French at all. Spanish, for those that don't know, is France's second language.
Oh, but wow.
Nobody really knows that either, kind of like nobody really knows Spanish in the States.
Right.
So the response I was getting was really like, it's tough. It was tough. But I still overall had a decent time. I had a decent time.
And let's be real, you were younger and you rocking the classic hip hop b-boy video hip hop clothes too, right?
Yes, that's my
So
style.
you out there with the baseball cap and all the jerseys, you out there looking like a rapper.
Right.
Let's be honest.
But the thing is that's when Fetty Wap was big, and Fetty Wap was from New Jersey. Okay. So it was kind of like hip hop is big everywhere I've been.
Everywhere.
France, not so much. France, not so much. But I still had, look, you'll see in this picture, I still have my little chain on with the and I don't normally wear jewelry. I had some pants. I had the flop back. It was different, man.
Hey, you was fly, man. You fly boy. Hey, you are who you are.
I mean,
but sometimes being who you are, things come with it though, right?
Yes,
so you got to accept that too.
Indeed, too. But the thing about this is that this is a 2-part trip. So although I had a great visual experience in Paris, when I got to London, oh man, bro, London, and I took the Eurostar, which Eurostar was at the time the fastest train in the world, and it got me from Paris to London in about like 2 or 3 hours or something like that, I believe. It was real fast. It was real fast. So when I got to London, now it felt a little bit better because now I could speak English,
right?
Even though it's not really English we speak over here, and I try to, it's United States English, which is different from Old English, which is the original form. So I mean, they understood.
Interesting.
Right.
Good day, mate. Smashing bloody good day, mate.
Oh, it's a lot more proper. I say they might not say that's more Australian, but it's a lot more proper when you go here. So I did things like I went to Stonehenge, I went to Big Ben, I went to the London Eye, I got on the boat, did a lot of amazing stuff. Like I said, anybody's just coming in, you can see all this video footage on my channel. And I even did a little Superman thing. Because when I was a kid,
that's Dr. Strange. That's not Superman, but yeah, what's the Doctor Who? Doctor Who. But anyway,
what was Superman? You remember when I was a kid? Like I remember Superman going in a phone booth, and coming out of the booth.
Yes.
So that's what made me remember that. But so London was good, and then I went to a place called the Slug. Right, the Slug was like a I want to say it was more like a European white kind of club.
Okay.
There was a couple cool people, a couple black people in there scattered, maybe 1 or 2 other than me. But the coolest thing was this that happened at the thing. Now I can say it now because it's been so long. What was it? All right. So when I got there was a line, right? And there was a lot of people with their girls, like guy, girl. And then I got to the front line, and it was like, but while I was in line, there was a black security guard, right? The black security guard wasn't the one letting everybody in. He was just the one telling everybody to get in line, right? So the black security guard, because I was the only black person on the line, and this is why I got to go back to London and see the black part of London. He came up to me, he was like, yo, they probably not going to let you in. So just tell them that you're from South Africa. I'm like, what the hell does that mean? He's like, I'm like, what's up with that? He's like, nah, listen, the owner is like, he like really got some love for South Africa. So if you tell them you're from South Africa, they're going to let you in. Otherwise, they're not going to let you in. And in my head, I'm like, all right, cool, thanks. But I'm like, this is weird. I'm not telling them I'm from South Africa. They could hear I'm from the United States. So I get to the front, and the guy's like, you don't have no girls? We can't really let you in. And I'm like, oh, snap. And I start walking around. I was like, dang, I just came all the way from South Africa. I was just hoping I can get in and stuff. And that's when the manager who was behind the guard goes, what you say? I said, I just came over from South Africa by myself. I'm exploring Europe. I mean, and he's like, oh, no, come on in. So the manager let me in. I couldn't believe it. But if it wasn't for that, I wouldn't have knocked down this Australian woman who was in the club.
In the club.
Man,
I mean, like, Australian.
Yeah, she was from Australia.
That's the weirdest shit.
Yeah,
South Africa? Oh, yeah, he's good. Wow.
Yeah, yo, I could not believe. I don't know what happened to something good must have happened to that owner in South Africa where like I said, if it wasn't for the black security guard there who told me that, I would have went home. I wouldn't have gotten in the club. I would have had a bad experience, and I wouldn't have got laid. So it was like,
right. And you would have felt the way too.
Yeah,
I felt the way. Some racial type weird stuff. And it's a trip that the excuse they didn't use you being black. they used the excuse you didn't have
A
a
girl.
lady with you.
And like I said, it's a wild thing, but the fact I look at the positive of things. I always look at the positive of things, and the positive is that it worked out. And I think I might have her. Normally, I don't really care, but this is London. I think I might have. I don't know which episode it is that I have her in, so I don't want to just go through it. But
check these comments.
If you got any questions in the comments while I go to the next part of the story, just let me know.
Yeah, we good. I'm looking at them.
All right, cool. Yeah, so I don't think I have. I think I had it on Instagram, but it's way too back to find that part. All right, so now after I left London, right?
Mm-hmm.
What was next? After I left London, London was 2015. So we're talking 2016. Okay. So
walk us through it.
Yeah, after I left London, I came back and I met my son's mother. Me and my son's mother,
wow.
we cool. She's a cool woman.
Okay.
And I ended up having a child. So
Okay.
2016, my son was born.
Wow.
My daughter's already 14. Oh, she's from before traveling, but my son was born in 2016.
Okay.
So
shout out to your son.
Huh?
Shout out to your son.
Shout out to X-Men. X-Men, what's going on? Shout out to my daughter Mia also. So in 2016, my son was born. So I was doing the father thing. I was doing the super father thing, super duper father thing. Because like I said, I didn't have a father. I know I didn't tell you guys yet, but I was born. I didn't have a father. My mother was in and out the mental institution. I grew up moving around houses with my grandmother, my grandfather, and my grandmother because they had two different houses. So I was moving back and forth depending on where I was acting up at the time. So it was like, so at the time I wanted to make sure I was there for my son. You know what I mean? The full experience. You know what I mean? So a year later, I decided I'm going to go to Brazil. So matter of fact, it was 2016. It wasn't a year later though. It was like at the end of the year when my son was already like 8 months old. I decided, or 5 months old. I decided, 8 months, yeah, because next year. I decided I was going to go to Brazil.
Okay.
So I went to Brazil because I actually had planned the trip before my son was actually listening. So when I went to Brazil, I went by myself, and it was an eye opener. Everybody knows when
what year? 2016.
2016.
Oh, I knew. Oh man, I knew it was lit.
So what made me go to Brazil is because one of the first things that got me to traveling international was this video with Snoop Dogg and Pharrell called Beautiful. And the video was set in Brazil. Like, beautiful, I just want you to know.
The Lapa Steps.
That one right there. So
the Lapa Steps.
I was like, yo, I got to go to Brazil and see what it's like. So I went to Brazil. When I went to
Brazil,
came
out around that time too, huh? About when did that video come out? About that time.
Around that time. I don't recall when, but I know it came out before I went to.
Before, yeah.
Right. So when I went to Brazil before I was going to Brazil, because like I said, this is a transition for me, my son being born and me going to Brazil. I actually I was doing research because I've been doing research all this time, and I finally found some travelers. Who were in Brazil already. It was expats. Shout out to rest in peace to Charles Tyler.
Yes.
And his friend Mark. Rest in peace to Mark. Also, I talked to Mark before. And shout out to John Thompson. John Thompson lives in Brazil. He's from New York, but he lives in Brazil. Okay, and although I've been traveling, I've been on YouTube traveling before. A lot of people who others consider OGs.
Yeah.
I still respect everybody that's doing what they doing. So right. I was talking back and forth with Charles and trying to connect up with him and trying to connect up with John Taylor. When I went to Brazil, but I never got the chance to meet them. But I did meet one of their subscribers who was cool with them when I was there. So shout out to him too. But Brazil was a dope experience, man.
Yeah, man.
And I actually, huh?
Now I'm just saying, Christ the Redeemer.
Yeah. I actually I met this dope woman.
Sugar loaf.
And then, but by this time, I know about pros. So by this time, I know about pros. But here's where I really like. Even though I found out about pros back in 2014 or 12 when I went to Costa Rica, even though I found out about pros back then, it wasn't until when I went to Brazil that made me want to say, yo, I'm really going to start doing both aspects. Not only the pro aspect, but the girlfriend aspect. Not only the girlfriend aspect, but the pro aspect. And the reason why I said that is because I spent 10 hours trying to get a woman to have fun with me. And at the end of the day, it happened. But 10 hours on the trip is a long time.
It's a long time. I try to tell people
when I could have literally just gave up. At the time, it wasn't as high. It was like 4-1. I could have literally just gave up $40.
Yes,
and
I know
I would have been able to accomplish more on the trip within
exactly.
That 10 hours. And I did waiting that whole 10 hours trying to between courting her, taking her to eat, walking the beach, going to the different stores, looking inside.
You back in the Matrix at that point. You on Matrix energy.
Right. But the one thing that got me was that she was a samba dancer for the Black Eyed Peas. She's in the videos. So it was like it really got me. She was tall, brown skin, long, real hair, skinny, but like big chest and big backside, big butt. So I was like, this is something that I would see. And she looked like the woman in the Snoop Dogg and Pharrell video. So I was like, but a little bit darker. So I was like, yo,
Got
10 hours changed what I would do for the rest of my trips coming up. You know what I mean?
Shout out to when I had Dan the Dreamer on my show earlier this week. He's the guy with the 3 wives, but he has his own business, several businesses, streams of income. I bring him up because he is saying that like sometimes, like when you have your own business, and time is money, time is precious. He say, this time I could be washing dishes or cleaning up the house. My skill set, my skills, and my clients, me doing Zoom calls, me making money. If I spend an hour doing that, I could be making $100 or $200 an hour doing this, where I can pay somebody $10 an hour or $15 an hour. I say that to say time is precious. And if you're on a trip, if you're there, a weekend warrior, 4 days, 7 days, 10 days, 2 weeks, unless you're there for 30 days, 60 days of expatting, most of the time we don't have time. So yes, I get it. I don't want to spend $60. Okay, but guess what? Out of a 24-hour day, you're going to sleep for 8. You're only out there for 15 hours. If you spend 10 hours out of 15 hours on one joint, on one chick, you just really bit into your time. Sometimes pay the money. Pay the money. You on vacation. Well, I don't feel right having to pay. I'm going to use my... Okay, fine. Then piss off half your trip. That's why I said that. But continue.
On that aspect, I wanted, before we go back to the story, I want to say this. When I was younger, I valued money more than time.
Okay.
When I hit 25, when I hit 30, I value my time more than money. But looking back, time has always been more important than money, because you can get money back.
Always.
You can always get money back. You can't get your time back. I spent 10 hours. Like I said, this is like this Brazil trip really showed me. I spent 10 hours. And I wasn't just trying to get, I was trying to get to know her too, but I spent 10 hours with one woman. Just to most likely hit after end, right? 10 hours.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And I could have went out and explored Brazil and seen more parts, spent more time in Lapa, spent more time in Copacabana, Ipanema.
Got more footage. Got more footage for videos to make money. You could have got footage to make money, but you spent 10 hours on one. That's what I'm saying. So people got to get off of that. Well, I don't feel like paying. Oh, you know what? It's deeper than that. You're paying to redeem your time.
Now I'm going to tell you guys right here, because we'll probably discuss it after, but Brazil for me, and I know this will probably be a question in the future to this episode, but I'll ask it right now. Brazil to me, because of the mixed races in Brazil and the amazingness of the mixed races, Brazil to me has the most beautiful women in the world. And I've been over.
I agree. You preach it to the choir.
You know what I mean?
You preach it to the choir.
No, it is. I'll also give you a tip and say it isn't my favorite place to go to get women, but it does have the most beautiful women in the world.
Right. Shout out to Bug Travel. Not paying requires more time. And if you're not out there for 30 days, 3 months, expatting, if you're there for, especially if you're a weekend warrior, you're going out there for 4 or 5 days, 7 days. Most of us don't have that type of time.
Right. So now after Brazil, I'm after Brazil. This is 2016. Now it's 2017. I'm getting a little bit of money now. You know, I'm working my job for a minute. I'm getting a little bit of money now. I still don't own my houses yet.
Okay.
But I'm getting a little bit of money now. I got roommates, so we're splitting the bills. Everything is working out a little bit better. And I say, you know what? Let's up it one. Let's up it one. By this time I got all this content on the channel. Let's up it one. Let's do something that I haven't seen nobody do. Let's go to Dubai.
Woo.
So in 2017, I believe, I went to Dubai.
Getting A-Rap money.
Right. So we went to Dubai, right? Yeah, it was I got it right. 2017. I went to Dubai. Now, when we went to Dubai, right? We thought that United States. I used to think that the United States was the place that was the most expensive and the most flashy and the most stuff you ever seen. But Dubai was just a whole different animal, man. When we got into the airport, they had a waterfall in the airport. They had marble floors in the airport. They had gold trim, real gold trim on the words of the airline. It was a whole different place, man. And I mean, just the women there, oh my God, from everywhere, man. From everywhere. I'm talking about United States, Morocco, Canada, Europe, Russia. So many different women from all around the world. And let me not talk about the let me be respectful because I know it's an Islamic country. The Saudi Arabian women are freaking top notch, bro. Top notch. But it is a little bit harder to get to them. We'll probably talk about women around the world later, so I don't want to get too far into that.
You read Boss's mind.
Yeah, I mean, well, I don't get too far into that, but it's an amazing experience. I mean, it's an amazing experience. I went with my brother and my homie Fred.
Oh, that's your brother? Okay. Y'all was
no,
out there. He kind of looked like, that's your real brother?
Yeah, that's my closest thing to my real brother. Not the one that you seen, but the one right here.
Y'all kind of favor each other.
You know what I mean? But so it just was like I can't even tell you how amazing it was, especially like I said, my lack of knowledge of what Dubai was. It was everything, man. Shout out to International T also. She lives in Abu Dhabi. She's a teacher in Abu Dhabi.
Okay.
But she's from Kansas City. And she showed me this place right here and told me about other places that I went to. It was kind of dope. But Dubai was a great experience. Like I said, we'll get into the girl part later, probably about girls around the world. So I don't.
It's on the bucket list. It's on the bucket list. I've been hearing it. Shout out to Ja Preem in my group. He was just talking about Dubai yesterday. Just talking about it. So it's on my list.
Yeah, this right here place is called Zero Gravity. It's a must go if you go to Dubai. It's a must go. A must go. All right, so after Dubai, and I think I'm gonna get this. I might get this part kind of incorrect, but I'm gonna say after Dubai, I was still putting out YouTube videos, still doing stuff, but I'm kicking with this woman that I'm this woman to this day. This is if I ever decided to get married and settle down, which probably would never happen, and she knows it. I know it. It probably would never happen. If I ever decided to get married and settle down, it would be with this woman right here because she was Rhonda. She got my name.
See her.
She got my name tatted on her and everything. She put
what?
And we went to Puerto Rico. Now Puerto Rico, I know it's not international. A lot of people will be like, "Yo, Puerto Rico isn't like the DR. They don't have the access to the pros. They don't have the access to the stuff."
Right, I be hearing that too.
But shucks. Okay, stop. But it was an amazing experience. Oh, come on, man. I don't remember that part. It was an amazing experience, and I definitely dang, you got to blow that part out later. Yeah, you got to blow that part out later. I definitely had an amazing time with my friend, and I explored Puerto Rico. We stayed in San Juan, Puerto Rico, in the Condones area. All right. No. And it was pretty good. It was a pretty good. It was a pretty good trip. but it wasn't. I wasn't at this time. I had finally got a 4K camera, so you'll start seeing from now on. You'll start seeing the 4K quality
more clear, right?
Videos more clearer. As you can see from the beginning videos to now, the editing gets a lot better.
Right.
The sound quality gets a lot better. The video camera, because I'm evolving as I go along.
We got paper now. We got money now.
We got a little money now. We got and we got a little knowledge of how to do things. Right. So when I got here, I went and brought this phone right here. This phone is a Galaxy Note 9. And one thing I noticed from, and this is going to probably help you for when we go to, I don't know if you told him that we're going to Mexico yet.
I kind of told him. Yeah, you go ahead. You spill the beans.
This is one thing that might help you when we go to Mexico. People are women especially, are more comfortable when you use your phone to record than when you use a real camera.
That's weird. So, that's weird psychological effect, huh?
Yeah, it's a big difference too. Now they'll do more when you record like this with the face, so they can see their face, and you know your video is 4K. They do a lot more stuff. So a lot of videos that you'll see coming forth, you'll see on my phone. So that's when I got this phone. And the reason why I got this phone is because the next place I was going wasn't a place that you can really record.
Walk us through it, man. Walk us through it. And why you
know? There's a place that Americans, at a point, were not allowed to go. We were not Americans. United States citizens was not allowed to go for 60 years. 60 years.
I know what you're about to say.
But then Barack Obama got hired and got inaugurated, and he changed tweaked a little things. And I just so happened to be watching TV, and I think I see Beyonce or Jay-Z, and they was at this place, and I said, we can go there now? And this place that I'm talking about, everybody, is Cuba.
Cuba, Havana.
Now, when I went to Cuba, I believe Aya Marwa went to Cuba before me. But the video that Aya Marwa had wasn't what I wanted to see of Cuba. And I still give him props because he was one of the first ones that I've seen go to Cuba.
Shout out to Aya Marwa.
Yes.
Aya Marwa, come on my channel, give me an interview.
But the whole thing for me is that I tell people all the time, be the change you want to see.
Right. Instead of complaining, right?
You know, you got a million people out here complaining about travel bros. They complaining about guys going to other countries. Well, be the change. Show something else in the United States that can make people want to stay. I mean, I got a bunch of content from the United States. A bunch of content. So rather than it's easy, but the reason why they don't, and I don't want to diss nobody. I'm not dissing nobody.
Nah, go ahead. Nah, go with it. Go with it, man.
It's easier to complain.
Thank you.
Change.
Thank you.
We as Black people in the United States have been miseducated for so long that we would rather dislike our own people or dislike people who are trying to show another way than to be the change we want to see. So when I went to Cuba, I planned out a lot. I used a company called Via Hero. And what Via Hero is like a tour guide place that organizes everything for you. Now, I normally don't use tour guide places because I like to look for stuff myself. But Cuba was so off the map and off the radar because it's been closed for so long. You got to do the research, and I decided to use it. Shout out to David from Via Hero in Cuba. I'm still cool with David. He's notifying me that it's okay to come back now, and everything is getting back better. So I'm going to eventually get back to Cuba.
Go back. It was cool.
What happened? I missed something.
The two mangoes on the bed, man.
Oh, that's that part. That's part C. It's actually a worse part in the Black Man's Guide. So they demonetized the Black Man's Guide to Cuba because of it. But that part.
Well, don't show that on my channel. Don't.
This one okay.
You got an Afro Cubana.
Yeah, no, they wasn't Cuban. They was from oh my God.
Haiti?
They was from Africa.
Oh wow.
Namibia.
And they was out there vacationing?
They was out there vacation. Like I said, people, they talk about the poverty in Cuba. They talk about the governmental stuff. But as I told you guys before, the country is not defined by the government. The country is not defined by the architecture. The country is defined by the people, for me. And the people of Cuba are resilient, amazing. And most importantly, if you live in Miami or you visit Miami, you would think most Cubans are like white.
Okay.
They're not. They're not. Most of the Cubans I seen in Cuba was black, or at least in Havana.
Okay.
So it was like my complexion and a little bit lighter, maybe. So it was like it was a mind-blowing thing. I didn't even think that this is in Cuba. This big event where they got a stage and all this stuff is in Cuba. So in Cuba, and it costs $2 to get inside there. Now $2, yes. See, Cuba is probably the most inexpensive place I've been around the world. That's probably a question you probably want to know, but Cuba is the most inexpensive place I've been around the world. See, parts like this, I wouldn't have known to bring a bunch of clothes.
What are you handing out?
I bring a bunch of clothes, sunglasses, socks, utensils to give out to the people.
That's what's up, man.
To give out to support the people. And I wouldn't have known that was even possible if I didn't use Via Hero, who helped me understand that this is possible. And also,
is Via Hero still around? Are they still valuable?
Yes. And if you're going to Cuba, hit me up on my Instagram at TheFlyBoyWay, and I can give you the direct person so you can skip through Via Hero and talk to the direct guy who gave me the guide. And it might be a little
plug. He got the plug.
Now,
hey.
My fault. My fault. The part was coming up.
You don't want me to make no money, but hey, we're gonna have a good ride.
That's not the part. Make sure y'all hit the like button, man. Make sure y'all donate to his channel, because I think he'll get away with it. He'll get away with it because it's like mostly if you don't put it in the first 2 minutes. Okay. So I think that'll let it ride. But so with Cuba, like, it was a hell of an experience, man. I'm trying to get to the end before this 1 hour mark, but it was a hell of an experience in Cuba. And like, if you guys want to see more of that Cuba video, go to
your channel, man.
Go to my channel, to the playlist section.
Channel.
All right,
Flyboy Way.
So
I like them too, right there.
It was nice. I also told you I had my first international threesome in Cuba, right?
Oh,
but I will get to that later.
Okay, that's what a thing to drop on a guy. Okay, yeah.
All right. So first international threesome, not local.
Oh, okay.
All right. So after Cuba, right? I came back home. This is about Cuba was in 2018, right? So in 2019, I came back home and I was just stacking money because now 2019, I bought my first house in 2017.
Shout out to you.
I bought my second house in 2018. So by 2019, I was fixing up my house, because the house that we're in now, because it would need to be fixed up. So I was stacking my money, staying inside. And in 2019 of June, I came up with an idea. I said, listen, when I travel the world, right?
Mm-hmm.
When I travel the world, and I come back to this, I want to get, when I'm getting ready to travel the world, I want to see what the experience is like from a Black person's perspective. Now, I've been trying to look for this since I started traveling when I was 18. But back then there was no YouTube. There was a thing called MySpace. And I was on MySpace looking, but it wasn't nothing. And that started me recording. So when YouTube came out in 2009, I didn't just jump right to it. But 2013, when YouTube came out in 2007, I didn't just jump right to it. But 2009, I said, yo, let me start putting my stuff up there just to have some footage. And now that I had some time after coming back from Cuba, and I had a bunch of video content already on my page, I decided I'm going to be the change that I want to see.
Right.
So now I'm going to create a guide, a Black man's guide to world travel. Something that Black people like myself can say, wow, we actually have somebody who's showing us the Black perspective of world travel. Now, the Black man's guide is not for just Black people. And that definitely kind of turns some people off.
Yeah.
But I explain to them all the time. I said, listen, it's called the Black man's guide because I'm a Black man guiding you through my experiences around the world. Right. Not because it's only for Black men.
Right.
And once they hear that, they feel it's good to go.
Oh, okay.
They're open to exploring it. So in 2019, in June, I created a Black Man's Guide to World Travel. And that's when my channel blew up.
Took off. 2019.
The Black Man's Guide to World Travel currently now has videos like the Black Man's Guide to Medellin, which has 121,000 views in 2 months. The Black Man's Guide to Cartagena, the most viewed one yet, which is almost at 700,000 views in a year. The Black Man's Guide to Cuba, which we were just talking about, which has almost 300,000. Black Man's Guide to Dubai. The Black Man's Guide to Barranquilla, Colombia. The Black Man's Guide to Hawaii. The Black Man's Guide to Costa Rica. The Black Man's Guide to Brazil. The Black Man's Guide to Caribbean. The Black Man's Guide to Mexico. The Black Man's Guide to Trinidad. And it should have been one to Sao Paulo, Brazil, but because of the pandemic, I had to change it to Mexico.
Man,
I
250K.
I decided to be the man. I decided to be the change that I wanted to see. So now, when people Google Black Man in Dubai, I'll pop up.
You pop up.
When Black Man in Cuba, I'll pop up. Black Man in Colombia, I'll pop up. And then me, I don't care to share everything for myself. No, I share with the world. So when they ask me a question when somebody asks me a question that I don't know, I say, yo, go check out Barber World TV. Go check out Check in Effect. Go check out Instagram. Go check out Richie Rich on Roll the Tape. Go check out Big Boss. Go check out Passport Action, Passport Heavy, Passport Stamp.
Yes, sir.
Like, go check out Kings and Dreams. Go check out Jay Clyde. Go check out Social Light Skin, BG, down in Mexico. I got a list of people, and if I missed you, it's just because I'm want to move on. I got a list of people that I share because it's not all about me. The reason I don't want to make it all about me is because they can take me out at any time. They can just say your content is just too X-rated. We shut your whole channel down. But the movement is already going.
Right.
And it's so many other people doing it also.
Right.
It's gonna be great. It's gonna be great for the people the kids and teens and adults and people that come after us.
Come behind us, right.
Come behind us.
That's what's up, man.
So we got a couple more places, then we're gonna get into the questions.
Okay.
So we ended on Cuba, right?
Ended on Cuba.
After Cuba, I told you I started making a Black Man's Guide, right?
Yeah, and he blew up.
And it blew up. And as I was blowing up, I heard a thing. I heard this thing called place called Colombia. Colombia.
Place called Colombia.
I've always heard about Colombia, but I heard that you know the first thing everybody says, Colombia. What about Pablo? What about Pablo? And I was like, I'm not gonna be ignorant like that. Let me go see it for myself.
Let me go see.
So I Google when is the best time to go to Colombia, because that's what everybody does. They Google when's the best time to go to Colombia, and then it didn't tell me the best time, but it showed me something called Barranquilla Carnival. I was like, where's Barranquilla at?
What is Barranquilla?
What is Barranquilla?
All I know is Medellin.
In 2019, I went to Barranquilla, Colombia for Carnival, and that's where I met up with Ace Live.
Okay. Shout out to Ace Live pushing 300K.
Yep. That's why I met up with Social Loner, the Social Loner. I met up with so many people. Travelmatic. I met up with
Travelmatic, yeah. Shout out to Travelmatic indeed.
Andre every other day. It's so many people I met up with in Barranquilla Carnival in 2019. And I was able to really experience what it was like to be intertwined with a culture. And this is why, if I had to live anywhere outside of the United States, it would be in Barranquilla, Colombia.
What?
Except for the fact that right now, the government is doing some things I don't agree with. So, but
Barranquilla, Colombia over Brazil?
Let me tell you why. For me, Barranquilla, Colombia is more of a laid-back place. But Colombia has more places, more cities you can go to with cheap flights that have different vibes to them than any other place I've been. And on top of that, it's only 3 hours away from Miami. So
that's the real reason for you.
The thing that makes me want to pick a place to live is the closivity to where my children are at.
Boom.
Also, the inexpensiveness to actually live, and the accessibility to go out and do stuff that it's only an hour and $35 round trip to Medellin. It's only maybe an hour and a half, 2 hour drive to Cartagena. It's only a 2 hour drive to Santa Marta. It's only an hour drive hour flight to Cali, Colombia. It's so many. You have so many options to go of places that you can go and enjoy yourself. Shout out to Travelmatic right there. Shout out to Ace Live right there. Shout out to Technology right there. Shout out to everybody that I've seen. And the experience I had in Barranquilla, Colombia was so dope. I was able to finally get into the pro aspect of things as well as the girlfriend aspect of things. And it wasn't nothing. It was everything to come back to my homies and say, yo, and I was in there getting busy with the Colombian chicks. It's a good feel. It was a good feel. You know what I mean? But so that was in 2019. A couple more left. I'm gonna speed over it so we can get to it since we over an hour.
It's all good, man. We rocking out, man. Rocking out with Big Boss and Flyboy Way on Big Boss Real Talk.
Yes. After Colombia, right? After Colombia, I just like, oh man, I almost like fell in love with Colombia. So after Colombia, we did a couple trips into in the States like Houston and Atlanta for All-Star Weekend.
Okay.
And I got my place in South Beach, Miami. All that stuff happened, right? But before I got my place in South Beach, Miami, before I went to Atlanta for All-Star Weekend, something happened in 2020.
Yeah.
And I just couldn't believe it.
Yeah.
In 2020, we went back to Barranquilla Carnival, had a ball, met more people. And then I did a Black Man's Guide to Cartagena, which I showed you had almost 700,000 likes. 700,000 views in less than a year.
Pushing the milli.
With the title, Black in it.
Deep.
That is one of the things that pulls your video. If I had named it the Flyboy Way's Guide to Cartagena, it would be 1 million. Well on its way to 2 million views by now. But I purposely named it the Black Man's Guide.
Black.
So, and when we came back from Cartagena, stuff hit the fan. It was a pandemic. Everything was shut down. They made it hard for you to move around and go anywhere. And the government made it seem like there was nothing you can do, nowhere you can go.
Right.
So I went to South Beach, Miami. We had a crazy amount of time. If you guys want to see the South Beach lifestyle, click this playlist right here on my thing where it says South Beach Lifestyle. I cannot click this playlist on his channel because
it is that lit, huh?
There's a lot of stuff they're not gonna let live on this playlist.
They ain't gonna let live.
So many videos that's 18 and up from this playlist. It's no nudity, but the sexual endos are so big.
For days, huh?
It's Miami. It's Miami.
Okay. I'm gonna go to that one when we get off here. South Beach Lifestyle, Miami, Florida. Got it. Oh, and you updated it 2 days ago?
All the time, man. All the time. I go every other weekend. But
I'm gonna mess with it after this stream.
So in 2020, April, I tried to go to Mexico, and they made it seem like when I say you cannot, and I'm not a conspiracy theorist, but you cannot trust everything you see on the news. It is not true. It's the perspective of someone else. Don't let somebody else's perspective become your reality. They made it seem like you couldn't get to Mexico. They said, oh, the borders are closed in Mexico. You can't get in Mexico. But then I spoke to somebody called Passport Action. And Passport Action was like, yeah, I'm down here. And it's some kind of Cancun jump off stuff in March. I'm like, what? All right, so let me look at it. And I went in the middle of pandemic. And I believe it was August, maybe, I don't know. But in the middle of the pandemic of 2020, I went to Quintana Roo, Mexico to do the Black Man's Guide to Quintana Roo. And Mexico was open. There were some clubs that were closed, but it was open. We're at Isla Mujeres. We went to Playa del Carmen. We went to Cancun, and we went to Tulum. And although I only got to spend, which is the reason why we're going back well, the reason why I chose to go back to rather, I only got to spend 1 day in Playa overnight and 1 day in Tulum just during the day. The vibe I got in Playa and from what I seen from videos of Tulum, I had to go back. I just had to go back. So that's what was coming up next month. But
yeah, well now,
the experience from this was
shout out to Barber World.
Shout out to Barber World TV. You see Barber World TV in the back right there. Shout out to Tone. Shout out to us Still and everybody in there. Shout out to King James. Definitely a great experience, man. And if you haven't already heard about Uber Beats, you might want to check out Uber Beats episode of the Mexico playlist.
The Mexico playlist.
Because like I said, right now, Mexico is one of those countries that don't require you to have a vaccine to get in.
Yes, sir.
It does not even require you to take a COVID test to get in.
Nothing.
Now you go at your own risk.
Right.
But what I'm saying, when I say Mexico is open, it's open. And if you get to the Uber Beats aspect of it, you just got to watch the video. That's all I'm gonna say.
Right.
So Mexico was a great experience. I got to link up with a lot of other travel brothers. Like you'll see in the video I think coming up. You'll see J Clyde. You'll see Stillmatic.
Yeah.
Oh, you guys seen them already? But it was a great experience, and I just can't wait to get back next month.
No, you keep saying next month. It's already February.
It's February already, right?
You're going in a few weeks. Now this is my time. So I told most of my people on other streams, but I say it again because I know different people be checking in and out. Big Boss is tagging along with the Flyboy Way in a few weeks to Mexico. What we hitting? We hitting Playa del Carmen in Tulum. We're flying into Cancun. Then we hitting Tulum and Playa del Carmen. It's gonna be my first time that far down. I only went to TJ. Now I thought the farthest I would go would be Mexico City, but I'm hooking up with Flyboy Way. He wants to go to Playa del Carmen and Tulum, so I'm about to rock out with him in a few weeks. So what? February 23rd, right? Around the 23rd-ish?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
It's gonna be live, man. It's gonna be live. All right. So, like I said, 2020 we went to Mexico. And it was crazy. And then once that broke, everything else broke. I'm talking Atlanta wide open, Houston wide open, just crazy times in the States also. Okay. So in 2021, I spent the whole year fixing up my place in Miami and getting to know the Miami lifestyle, which once again, I do not want to click the South Beach lifestyle because of how wild and crazy it is, and anything can show up and it just. So if you guys want to see the South Beach lifestyle playlist, it's right here. But we're going to speed to the end of 2021. In October of 2021, I said I'm going to go to Jamaica because every October is my brother's birthday, and we always go internationally or go locally as a group. But for some reason, in 2021, it was more lockdowns than it was during the pandemic. And you couldn't get to Jamaica without being quarantined. So I was like, okay, I'm not going to be quarantined in no resort because that's not the lifestyle I want. Now, it's my brother's birthday. I'll come do it for 3 days, but that's all I'm going to do. And he said, cool. But then nobody else could really it was a problem with everybody getting through and let's say somebody had a COVID test, negative, positive COVID test, then they couldn't get in and it would be an issue. So we just canceled it. So instead, because I still had the days off, I decided to go
to
Medellin, Colombia.
Medellin.
Now I told everybody when I come back. I told everybody when I went back to Medellin, I would go. And when I went back to Colombia, I would go to Medellin because I had already been to Cartagena, and a lot of people were asking me, what's the difference between Cartagena and Medellin? And I kept telling them, I don't know. I haven't been to Medellin yet.
Oh, wow.
So I decided to go to Medellin. And it was one of the best experiences I had. It was the best experience I had in 2021, but it was one of my best trips I've ever been on.
Interesting.
It was planned out so well. It worked out so well, and it just was. I went for 8 days basically, 7 nights, 8 days, and it was just an amazing feeling. Like my favorite part of Colombia is Barranquilla because I lived there. But Medellin, I don't even know what to say, man. Medellin is more active. There's more stuff to do. There's a more variety of there's more variety of between pros and non-pros. There's more non-pros in Barranquilla, but there's more variety in Medellin, and there's way more to do. So it was just one hell of an experience, man. And that's my story up to now. I hope you guys are tuned in. Big Boss.
Okay. Wow, man, you took us back, man, in all this little over an hour, man, because I didn't bring you. Oh, I like that. I didn't really bring you on right when I first came on. So in about an hour, 10 minutes, you took us about 10 years. Man, 13. Shout out to you. That's what's up, man. Yeah. You know, I don't want to speak ill of Medellin. Everybody loves Medellin, except for me. I don't care for Medellin like that. But
rough experience.
Everybody like it's the best thing since sliced ice cream. That's good for you. Yeah, man. So this trip we got coming up, man. So as you know, shout out to you. Thank you for sending me. You basically did a lot of delayed work for Boss. You sent me the Airbnbs because we staying in hitting two cities. And so only thing left for me now to do is to get my plane ticket. I might do that this evening after this stream because you know I have a problem with doing shit last minute, and as we all know, as travelers, the longer you wait, the price goes up. And we've been talking about this for a week, so I should have did it, but I was still trying to wait for a few more details. So now, thanks to you, I got the 2 Airbnb secured, the Airbnb for Playa del Carmen, the Airbnb in Tulum, and I got to get the plane ticket. The way I'm going to do it, I'm going to do 2 one-ways. I'm going to do a one-way straight into Cancun, and then coming back, I'm going to do from Cancun to TJ, and I'm going to walk across. Well, I'm here in Cali. You got to fly. So when we leave Mexico, you going back to Jersey?
Miami.
Yo, you going to Miami?
Yeah.
Okay. Right.
Yeah.
But when I leave, I'm going right to Cali, California. So I'm gonna go to TJ and I'm gonna walk across.
Let me ask you this. So when you walk across, do you need the COVID test?
That is exactly why I'm walking across. I would suggest you walk across. Yes, that's an extra fee, you know. But so to answer your question, no. That's why I'm doing it. Travel hack.
Well, yeah, I mean, I thought about that. I wonder if you could just do that because you don't really. Yeah,
you don't work no more. I still have a job to go to, Mr. Man, and I can't even risk. Wait. I can't even risk the 50-50 of popping high. I can't even risk it. So I take the risk off the table, walk across.
Are you under the impression that I don't work?
Oh, my bad. I thought you didn't work no more, Mr. YouTuber. I thought you full time.
No, I work. I drive trucks at FedEx. I've been with the company.
Wow! Shout out to you, man. You know what? Things you don't know about people when you assume stuff. I've been talking to you for a while, knowing you for a minute, and here it is. I'm thinking you a full-time YouTuber.
Nah, man. I don't even consider myself a YouTuber because I don't make my money off of YouTube. I make my money outside. I feel as though my definition of a YouTuber is someone who does YouTube for a living. If you do YouTube for a living, you're a YouTuber. Yeah. Otherwise, you're a content creator. But
your channel is monetized, right? Huh? Wait, your channel monetized?
Yeah, of course.
Okay, you commercials and all the stuff, and
yeah.
Oh, well, and to you, shout out to you. You don't even do super chats on your lives, huh? For the most part.
Nah. Wow. But when I consider YouTube for a living, I mean that's your only source of income, or that's your major source of income, rather. YouTube is like number 5.
Number 5.
Number 5, and I still make like $500 to $1,000 a month. That's number 5.
Number 5.
So it's like it's for me, I've been at my job for 20 years. I'm going to stay until I'm at my job for 25 years. And the reason why is one, because I get full benefits at 25 years.
You got children.
I won't get to pay for it. I'll get the full health coverage even when I retire. And the second reason is because I don't know if my kids, my daughter, my son, or whatever children I have next are going to be entrepreneurs the way I am. So my thing is that as long as I leave them ahead more than I was when I got, I'm good. Each of my kids are going to have a house or at least a condo where they can live. Right now, because I have 2 houses already, each of them I have a house and I have a condo where I can retire in the States. When we retire in the States. Secondly, when I do have a Latin American child next, hopefully, I'm going to get a condo out there wherever that person lives, going to either 1 or 2 bedroom. So I provide for my family no matter where it's at. But yeah, I still work every day, full time.
Oh, you still work every day, full time. So is that one reason why this trip is only it's a short trip?
No, this trip, most of the time when I take trips, the reason why this trip is a short trip is because most of the time I take trips is a week long or a week and a half.
Me too.
But
I do 7 to 10 days.
Right. But my one of my female friends wants to come to Miami with me. So I told her she'll take a flight down to Miami and we'll hang out in Miami from the 27th to the end of the week.
Okay.
So rather than doing a whole time in Mexico like I wanted to do, she's never been out of Miami, so she's never been out of my place in Miami. So
okay. I wonder why the trip is so short. I'm down to go, and a short trip will work for me because I haven't been there yet, so I still have my reservations. I'm trusting you on it. I'm trusting you, but I'm like, Playa del Carmen and Tulum. It's all right, man. If it's good enough for Flyboy, it's good enough for Bossy Boss.
I'm working on something. Like I should be. I don't want to guarantee it, but because of the connect I have with Uber Beats, things should be okay at least one day. I'll let you know it should be okay at least one day because, like I said, I've brought Uber Beats in so many customers, and I don't get paid for it. I just promote it because I know about networking. So I networked with Uber Beats where they've made a lot of money. But even though they made a lot of money, there's been a lot of brothers who was going down to Cancun, going down to Tulum, going down to Playa, who were like, "Yo, thanks so much for hooking me up with Uber Beats because we had wild times." I'll send you some pictures now to see if what your face reacts to it while you wanna chat. If you
all right, do that. All right, let's see. You
know what I mean? But it definitely was a dope experience, man.
Right. Okay. Shout out to Bug Travel. He said, "You about to see the most." Oh, you hit me, huh? You about to see the most beautiful beach in Cancun. Okay. Shout out to my moderator T Love. Hit the like button, subscribe, all that stuff.
Everybody, let's take this off real quick. So we'll put this back on, but let's take this off so we can look at Big Boss face when I hit the send button.
This guy. Let's see where we at. Oh damn, you flood me. Okay, you flood me. Hold on. Oh, let me take this one off. All right.
So it's always good. This is why I tell people it's more important to network than to make money. Making money is very important, but when you network with people, you get an opportunity to, learn more and have things work out for you in a better way.
Okay.
I might only have to pay. I might only have to pay for the cab ride because we're so far. If we was in Cancun, I wouldn't have to pay for nothing if I was to bring Uber Beats for just me and Big Boss and maybe DJ Chisel, who's gonna be down there too. I can just if we was in Cancun, it would be a piece of cake. Come over, we might have to pay nothing. But because of the distance, I have to pay for the ride. But that's what's good with networking, man. You all right, Big Boss?
Yeah, I'm all right. Okay. And too bad I can't show these on the website. Okay. Yeah, a couple of those were real fire. See, we got a lot of, it's Mexico. I'm not in Brazil. I'm not getting the melanin.
And
Yeah, we got some badonks, we got some tans.
And they switch every 10 days.
So Uber Beats, huh?
Uber
yeah.
Beats.
Hey, like I say, we only going to be down there for 4 days total. 2 days in each city, 2 days in 2 days in Tulum, 2 days in Playa del Carmen. I'll bring a little bag out there. Yeah, yes. I know it ain't no Santa Fe prices or no Villa Mimosa prices. So it is what it is, man. Everything for a bucket list. Right on. Right on. Yeah. So people gonna be asking, what is about the average price for Uber out there
for Uber Beats?
Yes.
Uber Beats was when I first got connected with Uber Beats in 2020. Uber Beats was $100.
Okay.
That was the average price, $100. Now, $100 is way more than would it be in Brazil, way more than would it be in Dominican Republic or
yes, it would
in Colombia. But when you think about it, Cancun is a touristy place, so $100 ain't bad in Cancun.
Okay.
Cancun is like a step down from the United States, so it's not bad because it's a tourist place. That includes the what's the name now. Uber Beats can run you about 120, maybe 140.
And 140, 140, and a taxi, right?
Yes, the taxi's included.
Okay.
You know what I mean, so the tax is included, but at the same
token, boss gonna have one a day.
That's the way. And here's the thing, and I don't ask people to do this. I don't ask people to do this at all. But my inbox for my Instagram is flooded with people saying, "Yo, this is what I had," and then they show me a picture or show me a video of the women naked or something like that. And I'm like, oh, dang, I got like a bunch of them. Like, I can literally make an OnlyFans simply off of my DMs from the guys who went to get the Uber Beats experience. I can make an OnlyFans simply off of that. That's not my move, but it's dope.
But they paying like 120, 140.
Right, but they going like pop. Right, for them coming from the United States because they haven't been to Colombia. Some of them haven't been to Colombia or Brazil.
Yeah, these guys, and they're not experienced travelers, huh?
If I go out on a date, and it's not just black, and I can tell people it's not black people, it's not just black people, it's Indian guys, it's Asian guys, it's white guys,
they're gonna do that though.
Guys,
they're gonna do that.
And the way they put it is just like it makes sense when it's the time thing. If I went to took a woman on a date, I'm going to spend $100 at least easy on a date.
Get a kiss on the cheek. Oh, that was so sweet.
So what they're doing is they're doing one a day. They're going down there for 3 days and they're doing one a day. And here's the thing: if you book one a day, all in a row, you might get a discount. You might get a discount.
Oh, I heard you. So because it's one agency, right?
It's one connect. Yes,
it's one connect.
And the connect.
And if they see I'm spending bread for 4 days straight, they might give me a discount. Oh, okay.
Yes, you see, I want one. Like one guy. I remember this. There's a bunch more guys that did it, but one guy sent me a picture, a different video of a different woman smashing, and he wasn't smashing. They was naked, but a different woman, a different video every day for 5 days straight. And I'm like, yo, bro, like I didn't even do it like this, goddamn boy.
So that same Uber Beats operates in both different cities. So I can use that agency in Tulum and Playa del Carmen.
Tulum, it's based out of Cancun, but you can
out of Cancun. Okay,
it's based out of Cancun, but you can use it in Tulum and Playa and Tulum, Playa, and Cancun. They also have it in other cities in Mexico, but it's more expensive if you do like Cabo or something like that because it's a little bit harder to, it's more touristy. Like Cabo is more touristy when it's like, stuff like that. But yeah.
Okay. Another question. Even though we're not going to really be in Cancun or like that, but if we were to be in Cancun, like towards the beach area, sometimes even Bossy Boss in tourist areas, sometimes you can just kind of come up organically in the tourist area on traveling chicks.
All right, before I get to that, I want to shout out Hype Man. Yo, Hype Man, what's up, man? Brick City in the building. Yes, sir.
Oh, okay, my bad, my bad. Yeah, I had it full screen, so I couldn't see for the super chat. Jaime, the rapper. What up to both of you brothers? Jersey repping. Whatever that is. Is that somewhere in New York? Weekway, Newark, in here. Big Boss. I know you might not know how to pronounce. Yeah, you're right. But Flyboy does. Flyboy Way. Weekway. How you say it again?
Weekway. It's the Weekway section. It's a section in the north. By
Weekway.
Yeah.
That don't even look. That looks nothing like Weekway.
Yeah.
Shout out to Jaime. Shout out to Jaime and the $5.
Yeah. But now the question you said was there any place you can get like non-pros, right?
Yeah, well, yeah, I figured. Well, only because you said like touristy. One good thing about tourist place, sometimes you can come up on traveling chicks. You know.
Yeah. Well, Playa del Carmen is one of those places, but it's not just traveling chicks. You'll come up with local women in Playa del Carmen also. Shout out to.
Well, my Spanish ain't good though.
Don't even need no Spanish. A lot of them know English. Yo, yes, a lot of them know English. But you'll come up with local women as well as tourist women in Playa del Carmen without having, like, most people don't ever use Uber Beats in Playa del Carmen because of the fact that it's so accessible to for the regular give and go. You know what I mean? Wow. And we got connections down there because shout out to BG, the one that's in the video. Shout out to Social Light Skin. They both live down there. Social Light Skin owns Airbnbs down there. Like I would have suggested to rent Social Light Skin's Airbnb, but originally it was just me going. Oh. And then King James said he wants to go. And I was like, all right. And then King James couldn't go. So but Chisel said he was going. So like I said, originally it was me. So but yeah, he got an Airbnb. It's nice.
And Big Boss said Big Boss want to in on the action.
Yeah, man. It's nice down there, man. It's real nice.
Well, I'm down for it, man. Big Boss and the Flyboy Way, man. We're gonna have content coming.
If you haven't seen, like I said, you've seen my videos, man. So everybody in the room now see my videos. So when I go somewhere, you know, I get stuff done to the max. We're gonna, like I said, Friday. I'm going to do a live on my channel. Hopefully you'll come and I get you on for a little second too. But
tomorrow.
Yeah, tomorrow. Yeah, tomorrow. Yeah, tomorrow's Friday.
Okay, yeah. Drop the link. I'll pull up for a minute.
Yeah, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to do some research to figure out, because we get there Wednesday. I'm getting there Wednesday morning. We check in Wednesday, right?
Yeah.
There's going to be something we can do Wednesday night. We won't plan out for Wednesday. But Thursday during the morning, I want to plan an activity or something. And Thursday during the afternoon, I want to go to this big beach thing that they have. It's like a beach. Shout out to Rory Walker because he's the one that introduced me to it. Rory Walker Fitness on Instagram, Rory Walker on YouTube. It's like a big Tulum beach party that they have all the time. And that's what I want to do on Thursday. Now, the reason why I figured that it would be better to be in Playa on Friday is because Playa is a turn up. Tulum is a turn up, Party Central also, but Playa, yeah.
Hey, man, I don't know nothing, man. I'm like a babe, don't know my way in and out. I'm following you. I'm trusting you here, man. I'm trusting you.
He says, shout out to Flyboy. Been watching you since 2018. Appreciate you, International. You got to hit Hong Kong. Hong Kong, like I said, everybody's asking.
No, that's the TJ.
Things. Yeah, and TJ, yeah. Or Hong Kong and TJ.
Yeah.
You know about that?
Who, me?
Yeah, you.
Of course. I do. I told you I do TJ, bro.
I don't know TJ yet.
Oh, yeah. So yeah, the Tijuana, right there, right across the border, that Tijuana strip. Yeah, the biggest place out there, the go-to place in TJ, it's a Hong Kong. There's nothing like Cascades, something like that, but we call it Hong Kong. Baddies, super baddies. It's a hotel and a club and a bar. It's off the hook. It's the tallest building. This whole thing is painted bright red. Tallest ass building you see. You see it from out. You see it from the American side. And baddies.
What's the price like?
Huh?
What's the price like out there?
Yeah. So in Hong Kong, $100, 30 minutes.
Woo!
Yeah, and they tell you it's straight 30 minutes. It's half hour. 100 US for 30 minutes. Everything covered. Even the BBBB is no BB, is CBB. But they baddies. They elite.
BBB?
Yeah, they elites. So you think about in the Dominican Republic, the elites or the Santo Domingo capital city baddies.
Okay.
That the Mexican version of that. The baddest of the baddest in Hong Kong, 100 US for 30 minutes.
That's hell expensive. But before we
Yeah.
get into that, because I want to get into that too, let's shout out Brandon Banks in the room. What's up, Brandon Banks?
Yeah, I was just about to. Brandon Banks, thank you for the $5. Shout out to you, boys. Shout out Brandon Banks. Shout out.
And Jay Clyde, shout out to Jay Clyde again, because Jay Clyde a good dude. Like I said, we met at the airport we just so randomly both been going to the place. Cascades.
Yeah, that's his official name. Cascades.
Oh, Cascades. Okay.
Cascades.
Well,
we call it Hong Kong.
I guess because
Hong Kong, 100 for 30 minutes. And then, so that's the elite, right? So right next to it, you have a little lower tier bars. You have Atletas. So Love and Timon. You have Atletas. You have Chicago. You have a few. So at Atletas, it's $80 to $70. It's like $20 difference. And then there's another club with like another $10 or $20 difference. So Hong Kong is the elite. Then you have Atletas for 70 or 80. You got Chicago for like 60, 70.
Is that with the room, or you gotta take it back to your place?
That's no. So in Hong Kong, it's also a hotel. So it's a hotel and a bar. So it's with T Love. Help me out. I didn't obviously and funny. I stayed in. I don't care for TJ. I stayed in Hong Kong a couple times.
Okay, I'm listening. Like,
yeah. So when I stayed in Hong Kong, I think only one time. So since I stayed in Hong Kong, hotel, I paid my hotel fee. Oh, so blah 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 blah. The 100 is for them only. So you also have to pay for your room, but so since it's a hotel, you can do a short time room just for that situation, or you could be staying there already. I was staying there already. So since I was staying there already, then I went to the little club area inside the hotel.
Okay.
Baddies, man, your eyes gonna pop out your head.
It kind of sounds like Dubai, like the York Hotel in Dubai.
Yeah, but so what I was doing, bossy boss, I'll be on cheat mode. I went to the street, mate. All up and down, like for blocks. They all the joints is standing all outside in front of these small little short time hotels, and I was just running them. I think inside Hong Kong, I did one or two. Sometimes you got to treat yourself, right?
No, two things. Two questions. What's the street meat price? And the other question is, can you take the woman from Hong Kong outside, and does that cost more, or if it's not in a Hong Kong hotel?
Yeah. Okay. T Love, help me out, cause I hear what you, almost like when people was asking you about the Medellin before you went. I didn't do a whole lot of that. I didn't get deep with it. Funny, I went a couple times, but I didn't get deep with it because the prices was just crazy for me. I normally don't do them prices.
Right.
So when I go down there, I just have my own set way. So you said, can you take them out? I'm sure you can. Everything's negotiable, but right. I'm sure it has to be a bar fine, because I know somebody.
That's what I'm thinking. I'm like,
somebody in my group did that. They didn't say, because Hong Kong is. So somebody went down there. They stayed at like a cheaper hotel across town, and they go to Hong Kong. You can do your business there, but I think you can maybe pull them out. But
okay, so international says you can take them out, but it's better to get a hotel upstairs. So I'm guessing that's a cheaper hotel. The other thing, see, I always thought TJ was like inexpensive. That's weird that TJ would be in Cancun.
They mostly use USD. So even though it's TJ, it's Mexico, that one strip right there, in their mind, they think they little Americans. They quote you USD and everything. So I remember, me and my little attitude sometimes. So sometimes I would and not even just the chicas, like the hotel, some of the restaurant, I would kind of fight back. I say, what is that in Mexican pesos? Then they might have a little look on their face and feel away. And I said, here. So yeah, so I don't care for TJ. Some guys love it. Just like Medellin, you guys love Medellin. A lot of guys love TJ. Boss is different. I don't care for Medellin, Colombia. Right. I really don't care for TJ. I only mess with it because I'm right here in California, right? It's TJ is like 6-hour drive for me and a 1-hour flight.
Here's what I say. In Cancun, they have casas also. You know what a casa is, right? And casa's about $100. $100 in Cancun for the hour. So to hear that TJ, which isn't as big of a tourist place as Cancun, is $100 for half an hour, but then Cancun is giving you the same thing for an hour. It blows my mind. Like, what the hell?
Yeah, but I think that half hours is just for Hong Kong. I think in Atletas, you get the whole hour for 70, 80. Hong Kong is on some. They elite. They elite. They don't like real model chicks up in there. So Hong Kong is 100 for 30 minutes, and I think the next tier Atletas is like 70 or 80 for the hour, and then Chicago is like 60 or 70 for the hour. And then to answer your question about the street meat normally go for about $25.
Okay.
But so you will pay for that little hotel room that's like $6 or $7. So it's weird. So it's like so it's like the 25 and the 6, so like 31, 32. Like this is making $40. So 31, 32. But the street meat, now this is the weirdest shit ever. The street meat, you pay for every position. It's one position, partially closed. They do this on purpose so they can upcharge you.
Yo.
No, listen, hear me out.
Let me keep it real with y'all. Tijuana might be off the list, bro.
No, hear me out. No, you hear me out.
Y'all saying right now, they don't even make no out your
they do this on purpose so they can run it up. So they are partially closed. If you want naked, that's more. Otherwise, skirt up, panties off, shirt on. The shirt is on. No kissing. You shouldn't be kissing them anyway. No kissing. No sucking on a whatever. Robotic. And each position is like another, I think $10. I don't think it's 15. Each position is 10. Oh, cover the BJ is covered. So it's no BBBB. It's CB. All right, covered. Or another, I think that's 15. So the street meat can easily run you $50 to get what you want. It's ridiculous. I don't like it.
I need to break down.
I don't like it.
Break down why you didn't like Medellin.
Oh, dang! Chicago's 80 now.
Wow. I need to break down why you don't like Medellin, because this Tijuana sounds freaking crazy, bro.
Oh, it is. Oh, I mean, I would do Medellin before Tijuana, and that's the flight. I would do Medellin before Tijuana, but I don't like neither one.
Why is it?
What? Yeah, you never really heard this, huh? That's a trip. That's the only thing. People just be so enamored when I say that. So like 50 million times, I have to always repeat myself why I don't like Medellin. Big Boss, you the only one. Why? So for the 50 millionth time, but first time for you, you never heard this,
right?
The main what was the main thing? The main thing, I guess. When I went by myself. That's what I get. I went out there on a solo trip. I came from doing 2 Sosua trips. I did DR Sosua twice. Everybody talks about Medellin, so boss, I want to go see what this Medellin is about. Went out there by myself. Shout out! I love the New Life Casa. New Life kind of halfway saved the trip. The New Life Casa kind of saved it.
You didn't go to Pablo's Casa.
Yeah, huh?
You didn't go to Pablo's Casa.
Pablo's? No, I didn't. I went to El Centro. So I stayed in the Pablo El Toro, literally right down the street from the Park Lair. You know me, I like to be by the action. So I stayed right by the park. I went to the park area.
You stayed in El Centro?
Oh, hell no, I didn't stay in El Centro.
I
went to El Centro though.
You stayed in El Poblado in Park Areas. Okay, I got you.
Yeah. I stayed in El Poblado and Park Lair, like right down the street from the park. I went to the park every day to see what the park was about. It was okay, I guess. They was out there trying to tax, but you have to really have your negotiation on. On my last day or two, shout out to Nick, Worldly Traveler. He took me down to El Centro. I said, man, I should have went to El Centro on my first day. El Centro, that's my speed.
Did you go to Barra Ejectiva?
No.
Strip club? You didn't go to Barra. Oh man, bro, we gotta go back to Medellin. We gotta
yeah. Well, yeah. So when I start telling my story, everybody always say, "Boss, you didn't do it right. You didn't go here. You didn't go there. You didn't go there." And that's probably true. Guess what? I just went by myself nilly-willy. Because everybody keep talking about it. So I said, well, let me go. So I went out there by myself, Medellin, to see what everybody talking about. I like the new Life Casa. I came across this one bad Venezuelan that gave me a great time. She really saved my trip. That one Venezuelan saved my trip. Her alone and the new Life Casa made it bearable. But when I left, I said, I don't plan to go back. But I will go back now because everybody keeps saying, "Boss, you didn't do it right." Blah, 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 blah. Next time, go with me. Okay, whatever. So we'll see.
It's because here's my qualification. I know we have the price lower than a lot of places. The food, the food is subpar. The food is subpar. I like spice. Trash. I like some.
But Bogota food is worse. So I said, well,
Cartagena food is amazing. Barranquilla food is amazing. It's more black people down there, so it's going to be more towards my liking. That's my opinion, my perspective, rather. But Medellin has some good, decent food. It does have some decent food, just not everywhere. The transportation is inexpensive, and the fact that it has not only it not only pros, but it has the girlfriend experience of women that's non-pros, and the pros are, outside of parking areas is from my experience was a little bit overblown because when I went to you been to Cartagena yet?
Cartagena? No.
Yeah. Oh shit.
This Medellin and Bogota. Medellin and Bogota.
Yeah, you gonna have to go to Cartagena, my brother.
One time. I only want to go to Cartagena one time to get off the bucket list. I don't think I can keep going back. From what I hear, the prices are ridiculous. The prices are like Sasua.
But the quality is
okay.
My perspective from what I like.
Well, that's why I'll go one time for the quality. But my thing is, I'm not gonna be a repeat customer for quality. I'm gonna be a repeat customer for price. For quality, I'll go one time to enjoy the quality, to treat myself for that one time quality. But if you want to see me coming back as a repeat customer, I'm not going to keep paying high prices, get knocked over the head to keep coming back and back and back and overpaying.
What I would say is the two places. See, because the food thing is going to be an issue in Cuba. Like if I'm talking about quality of price, the price of pros around the world, the food thing is going to be an issue in Cuba because.
You mean Colombia?
No, Cuba.
Oh, Cuba.
The food is subpar, if not low, because it's all the same, except for in like 3 places. Food is all the same because the government gives out the food to everybody.
Ah, wow.
It's always the same.
So it's worse than Colombia food? Cuban food is worse than huh?
I don't think Colombian food is bad, but Cuban food is.
Wow. You don't think of you said the black areas like Barranquilla and Cali.
I know there's a difference in taste because there isn't much seasoning in Medellin and Bogota. I haven't ate fast food.
Bogota's trash too.
But Medellin, I know there's not a lot of seasoning because the only black people or the majority of the only black people in Medellin are from Choco. Now in Choco, it may be different food, or if you go to a Choco restaurant, it may be different. But no, what I was saying is Cuba. The reason why I went to Cuba is because the prices in Cuba are probably the least amount of prices anywhere I've seen. But it no internet or limited internet. I'm not sure if you for me, here's the reason why I go into, and I'm going to skip that. Here's the reason why I choose Colombia over Brazil. You falo portugués, but not good. Yo hablo español mucho bueno. Yo conozco muchas palabras y yo necesito hablar con mujeres. Es no problema. It's no problem when I speak to it in Spanish because I can speak Spanish very, very well.
That's a biased reason. I mean that's a very excellent reason for you, but that's a biased reason. So
that's what I say. It's some bias.
From the standard American that can't speak one lick of nothing. So he starts from zero, and the only thing is on the phone on any country. And you take the Spanish away, you take the Portuguese away, it's only phone. Now which country?
Well, for me,
of course, if you can speak it fluent, you're going to naturally go to the country you're fluent.
No, like
that's
I know
that's
for
a
me,
bias.
Yeah, I know.
Take it from a person. Take somebody who can't speak nothing, and it's all translator.
Right.
Now, which country?
For me, it would still be Colombia because then I'm going to go by the distance. The distance to Brazil versus the distance to Colombia. Also, but now here there are some outweighing thing. Like when you go to Colombia, I feel as though, in my perspective, as a Black American, more women are going to come up to you in Colombia, whether you're in Bogota, Medellin, or Cartagena. More women are going to come up to you and be more interested in getting at you than Brazil, because in Brazil, there are a lot of Black people. Even though they still know the difference between Black people in Brazil and Black United States citizens, there are a lot of Black people. So in Brazil, I didn't get to feel that a regular woman is going to just come up to you. Now, if you go speak to her, yes, I believe she'll kick it to you. But in Colombia, I got the expression that a woman to come up to you. They'll just come up to you, start talking, hey, without being a pro. You know what I mean? That's my experience.
Interesting. Because my perspective is, not saying they are racist per se. My perspective is, in Colombia, there is some colorism, racism. You can see how we talked about this on my channel here and some of my lives. 1 or 2 of my people are Colombian or whatnot, and they go a little deeper with it, how there is some underlying like colors and racism, how they treat the Afro-Colombians a little different and stuff like that. Whereas in Brazil, because there's Black people there, they embrace their Blackness. They will embrace you. And I guess you can't write a whole country off. So I get that. It's individual. But I would think kind of in Colombia, sometimes your Blackness can work against you in Colombia, where in Brazil, they will embrace you. So we night and day on this one.
No, as a United States citizen, no. I don't think in any country the Blackness works against you. As a United States citizen, I don't think so. From my experience in any countries, well, not any countries, in either one of those countries, it doesn't work against you. However, I would say that in Brazil, there's more of a classism versus a colorism. What I mean by that is that it's not as much as what color you are, but at what class of economics you are, whether or not you get, how you get treated. And in Colombia, I can only speak from the American perspective. That's why I try not to go into it. As a Black man, a brown-skinned Black man in Colombia, I'm getting and I'm not the most. I get talked to a lot. I get approached a lot by women. A lot of them don't be pros. It'd be just women interested in knowing. This is before they even know I speak Spanish. Okay. So, and like I said, I think Barranquilla and Cartagena will open your mind a little bit more. Now, mind you, because I love Bogota. I love Bogota, and I haven't did Cartagena. I said I don't care for Medellin. So I want to check out Cali. I want to go where there's Afro versions of the country. I don't care for white. I don't care for Euro. I don't care for Blanca. Everybody got their thing. I get it. Yeah. We all different. People like snow bunnies. I like Afro. So that's why I like Brazil. I like Afro. That's why I tell people all the time, because a lot of people will say I don't like Colombia. Not you, but a lot of people say I don't like Colombia because all the women are, because they go to Bogota or Medellin, a lot of women are gonna be light skinned, gonna be white skin or whatever people call it. But then it's like I would say just see, because there are a lot of Black places. Like when I went to Medellin, I went to an all-Black club called Jenny Laos, and Jenny Laos was amazing. Jenny Laos was amazing. I mean, it wasn't my vibe. It was amazing feeling to know it beyond about a lot of Black people, but it wasn't my vibe because all they played was salsa. So it wasn't like they was connecting with all Black people. But at the same token, it was a dope vibe to have. It wasn't like something different to experience, and I get that. But you're talking about going back multiple times, immersing yourself. So I can go to Rio where they have Casa Black, favela funk and whatever, But everybody is different, I like Afroism, man. But of course, then I know if I'm just gonna get off on something else crazy, go out to Thailand. They look nothing like me at all, but it's just wild, it's crazy. You talk about them coming up to you because of this.
Oh, them Asians, they love the melanin because you're so different.
Yep,
You know,
I've actually dated a woman who came from Bangkok. She was an au pair. I don't know if you know what au pair is. Au pair is a woman who comes over from foreign to come over here to babysit, basically, to watch rich people's kids. So she was an au pair. She had been here at least 3 months before I met her, and now she's over here. She married a brother. She married a brother in New York. She's cool as hell, but she was from Bangkok, and I got that experience. I do plan on going to Asia. I do plan on going to Africa. Those are the two places I plan on going in the future. I just want to wait till I retire, so when I go places, I can go for a month. I can kind of do what Barber World TV does. Like that's what I see myself doing once I get to retirement, like when I'm 45 or 46. I plan on my son will be in school. He'll be finishing up high school. My daughter should have her own place, whatever she's gonna do and work. And I'll be able to. And if I have a little one, I'll just in Latin America, I'll just be going back and forth there, and then traveling to places like Asia for the month, or Africa for the month, or if Australia get their stuff together, Australia for the month.
Oh, so, wow. Australia, huh? The land down under. Don't get me wrong. Like for the travel shit, since my mind is open to the travel shit, I want to hit a lot of places at least one time for the experience. I wouldn't mind hitting the France or England for the experience for the one time. But in my mind, I put that in my mind for the one time. For me to constantly go back and forth, it got to be something to it. First, the main thing, the price got to be right. The price got to be right. If I'm gonna be a repeat and a customer, if I'm gonna be a repeat customer, the price got to be right. If I'm going for one time, like I conquered, I'm here, I check it off the bucket list. That's one thing. But the price got to be right if I'm gonna keep going back and forth, though.
I mean, I really didn't know Tijuana was like that, bro. I just can't. Listen.
Yeah, but hold on,
boy.
A lot of people in my circle, they love Tijuana. So take what I say with a grain of salt, because what I said about Medellin. You know how you feel about Medellin. You heard what I feel about Medellin.
But here's the difference with Medellin is a preference. You talking about price? Ain't no preference of price.
Ain't no preference of price.
Price in situation. No.
Right. Yeah. And I didn't even know Chicago went up to 80. Oh, that's crazy. Chicago is one of the lower ones right before you got to the street, because it normally goes Hong Kong, Atletas, Chicago, and after Chicago, then it is the fourth. It's the smaller bars, and after the smaller bars, it's the street. So Hong Kong, Atletas, Chicago, bars, street. And Chicago is 80. Oh wow, that means Atletas there must be 90, and Hong Kong might have went up to 110, 120. I don't know. For 30 minutes, everything covered.
My expectation of Tulum is it'll probably be a lot like American women and women like that, because when I've been on Tinder with Tulum, and they ain't really been like locals, but Playa's a go-to. So, but I just can't.
Uber Beats 120, 140. Shit.
Like I said, the first one definitely probably ain't gonna be like that for us. It ain't gonna. The first one might just be the cab. Cab might be 40.
Okay. Well, the first one.
The first one.
I mean, because of the city, that city is more easier.
No, because I've connected with Uber Beats.
Oh,
like Uber Beats is thriving because of my promotion, and because of my promotion, they like, yo, whenever you get down here, just hit me up.
Oh shit, Thailand, man. Oh shit. Hey, I'm with this guy. I'm with FlyBoyWay.
Yeah. Yo,
shout out to Richie Mack. Richie Mack zoomed to Thailand.
Let me tell you, I was like, when I watched Richie Mack shows, I was like, yo, it's somebody out there that's editing like me. I know it sounds kind of, like I said, kind of cocky or not, but I've been editing for a long time. I haven't really seen anybody editing like me until I seen Zoom on Thailand. Then I was like, yo, this is crazy. I'm like, oh, somebody's actually spending the time to edit. But the only thing is that because I've been editing so long, it don't take me as long to edit. But once he gets it, it's gonna start. When he said he's spending a day on editing, he's gonna start doing it in 4 hours. He's gonna start putting out episodes every day. Every day.
The views expressed by people on the Big Boss Show does not necessarily represent Big Boss Real Talk. Wow, gotcha.
Nah, but I watch his videos faithfully, man. He's really good, man. The way he puts it together. Like, I'm a storyteller. When I say I'm a storyteller, I started with hip hop. I started writing poem. Actually, I started with poetry, telling my story through poetry. And then somebody said one day, you should rap. So then I did rap. You'll see me on my channel. Let me share the screen. You'll see me on my channel. Hold up.
Right? Hey, hold on. Only here on Big Boss Real Talk. Zoom to Thailand challenges the Flyboy Way to an editing battle.
Hey,
I know who I got my money on.
Hey, tell Zoom.
No offense, Flyboy.
Hey, Zoom, man. You gotta get a couple more videos up, Zoom.
You can't make this up.
You gotta get a couple more videos. You my man, though, but you gotta get a couple more videos. I'll let you. I'll let you slide when you get a couple more videos, man. But like I said, I watch all of his videos. And it's dope. Like I said, I started off as a person who was just telling the story, who just wanted to get my story out. My whole channel. This is about my channel. I'm just a kid from Newark, New Jersey, who travels the world. Let me get my channel at. I'm just a kid from Newark, New Jersey, who travels the world and expresses and learns from. Let me see it right. Hold up. I'm not famous.
I guess Richie Mack didn't want that smoke. He backed down. He said, "Nah, Flyboy Way. I'm kidding, bro."
I know. I'm not. He said, "I'm not famous. I'm not an athlete. I'm not a comedian. Nor am I rich. I'm just a kid born in Newark, New Jersey, who travels the world, experiencing different cultures, meeting new people, and using his life to inspire." That's my whole about me section, man. And that's what my channel is. That's why you never see me like like I said, I can never talk bad about another black person because we've been through too much here in the States. We've been to way too much. Like, even if you hate my concept, you hate what I'm doing, you hate my traveling, you hate the fact that I'm talking about women, you disrespect me, you do mad stuff. I can never hate you because whatever it was and whatever it took for you to get through what you went through in the United States and it made you who you are, I'm just happy you survived, because some of us didn't, man. Some of us didn't.
Right on.
So, but Richie Mack, you don't want no sauce? Soldier Boy.
Wow. I know who my money was on.
Listen, man. It was
no offense, Flyboy Way.
Wait, your money was on Richie? Ah, come on, man. Come on, man.
Maybe I gotta watch some more of your video.
Come on, man.
Wait. Did you see his videos? Do you see his music and even the animation? He has a little the animated face of himself, like the cartoon face of himself, before he go into other stuff.
What we talking about here, man? What we talking about here, man?
Wow.
What we talking about here, man?
Hey, man, you supposed to have confidence in yourself. I get it, man.
What we talking?
Wow.
You said what we talking about? It's actually words to this stuff. What we talking about here, man? Come on. Hold up.
You got more videos though. You got 1,000 more videos.
What we talking about here, man?
Hey, man.
What we talking about here?
I feel you, man.
What we talking about here, man?
Hey, man, I feel you, man. I feel you.
What we talking about here, man?
Yeah, you got drone. Yeah, you got drone footage.
What we talking about here, man?
Okay, you know what? Hey, that's one thing. I don't think Richie Mack, Zoom. You don't got no drone footage yet.
I just want to know what we're talking about here, man. Come on, man.
I see the drone, and that puts you up there with the drone. But even then with the drone, we said editing. I edit now. We said editing. When you slice it in, when you bring it in, it's all good, man.
It's music to it that you edit to sound and everything. It's a lot, man.
Yeah, editing. It's a full production, like Hollywood, like you're watching a sitcom on TV.
I like competition.
Laugh track, I
like competition. I definitely like competition, but I wouldn't go against Richie because he hasn't been around long enough. But I definitely respect his thing, man, and he's definitely doing his thing, man. He's definitely doing his thing. I promote his channel all the time to a lot of people because when
shout out to Richie Mack with what? I don't even think he got 50 videos yet, and the man got almost 50K. When I
go to Thailand, I'm definitely going to be looking at all his videos once again. In Philippines, once again, I'm going to be looking at his videos in detail so I can plan out the trip the correct way, man.
Yeah, yeah. Shout out to him. He almost got 48K. He has 47.8K, and the man got 35 videos. Shout out to Richie. Hey, he got the secret sauce.
Yeah.
He don't even got 40 videos, and he almost got 50K subscribers. I got 80 videos, and I barely got 1,000.
I'm just hoping that
how many videos you got, Flyboy?
Oh shit, like 500 something.
You've been doing it since 2012?
Nah, since November 2009. I try to show people, but I've been doing it since November 2009. But I'm just hoping I don't get the heat that Richie getting, man, because I get heat from people from right here. I get heat from like trolls and stuff. He get heat from celebrities.
Oh,
I don't want no sauce for that, man.
You think?
I don't want no sauce for that.
You think? Well, shout out to Richie Mack. Man. He even had
yeah, you keep that over there, bro.
He even had Willie D. The ghetto
that's
from the
ghetto boy. He's getting heat from celebrities. See, the issue with the reason why I don't want heat from the celebrities is the fact that I'm doing something that I'm in my own zone and I control my zone and I'm pushing out my message. The issue is that once you get heat from celebrities, they start wanting you to go back and forth and beef with the celebrities, and your message gets dissolved. Right. So I'd rather just be in my zone and tell my story.
Right on. Hold on one sec. This link right here is only for Zoom to Thailand. Anybody else click it? I'm not going to bring you up, and if you do too much, I'm gonna clown you on my live in front of everybody. So don't clown yourself.
Let me turn this
off. Nobody else click it. First of all, I'm not gonna bring you up, and if you do too much, I'm gonna clown you in front of everybody. This link is for Richie Mack. I'm trying to send her the one I sent you, and it's so stupid phone. It act like you don't want to copy and paste it. Oh, okay, it is copied. That's still up there. No, I said no.
Somebody came in already?
Yeah, I'm not going to say their name, but because that person's cool. I said no. That link is only for Richie Mack. I don't want to call your name out and clown you and humiliate you in front of everybody. I said Richie Mack only. Nobody else click it. Yeah, man. Shit, I finally copied. Let me send it to him right here too. Whatever way he gets it first. Yeah, that was very interesting. You said that, bro. Man, where you at?
So what?
That you can edit better than Zoom.
Oh, you ever see a versus battle?
Yeah, I guess. That's you go. I sent it to him on here too.
It would end up being Jadakiss versus Dipset, and I'm Jada.
Zoom to Thailand knows the Black Power Ranger.
and see, I can't even play the material here. If I play something here, I got too much X-rated content.
But okay, hold on. Shout out to HD Chillin'. Not too many YouTubers can step the fly. Okay,
It's a tough punch, man.
Okay, but we talking. Okay, what are we talking? We're talking editing. We're not talking about showing booties.
Oh wait, no.
We're talking about the editing.
No, but I thought we were talking about content in general.
No. Oh no. Okay, no. We were talking about the editing skill, not content.
I can edit some amazing movie. Yes, but the content is what matters. We're talking with the content.
But that's not what we're talking about, though.
Okay.
But you know what?
Yeah.
We got competition. Richie Mack.
No. Wait. Let me get this out.
Okay.
TheFlyBoyway is the man. I came up behind him. I was joking around, man. TheFlyBoyway, you got all the love and respect for me, man. I don't want no smoke, bro. I was just joking.
Likewise. Respect is mutual.
Appreciate what you're doing. I love what you're doing. Like, I watched you when I was learning my way, I was watching TheFlyBoyway get his thing off, explaining things. Like you gotta give it up to where it is. So it's nothing like that, man. I'm just joking, man. I'm teasing you. You know what I mean? I heard something about editing. When I woke up, I heard editing. I'm like, editing is, Big Boss always talk about the editing. When you said I was joking. But man,
yeah, I was only talking about editing, not content. Just the
it don't matter. It don't matter. TheFlyBoyway was doing and putting it down way before me. He got a totally different style, and the fact that I'm even on the same platform as y'all three, I'm honored to say that, man. So Appreciate what you're doing. I don't want to mess up your interview or nothing like that because y'all was doing y'all thing.
It's almost over now. I'm just happy that it's other brothers out there.
We freeforming right now.
Yeah, I'm just happy there's other brothers out there showing different ways because I know my way usually applies to like a lot of younger crowd. Your way applies to older and younger crowd. The fact that if they take me out, they still got you. The fact that they take you out, they still got me. If they take both of us out, we got other content. Right? Our message is getting out now. That's the most important thing to me.
Absolutely. And you was a trendsetter way before I got in the game. How long you been doing it?
13 years. 2019.
See what I'm
13
saying?
years.
13
See what I'm
years.
saying?
Shout out to you.
Yeah, you don't flex on that like that. You gotta let that live, man. He's a legend. You let that sit there. You know,
Hey, context. We said editing.
But
that triggered me.
You know what? I might be able to beat Richie, I might be able to beat him in golf.
Oh shit!
No, I might be able to beat him in golf now.
He's trying to be messy now. He's trying to be messy.
Listen now. I watched that part, man. Listen. I don't know if you edited it out, but
yeah, man, my golf is a little like,
Mm-hmm. Now, my grandfather taught me when I was younger how to play golf, and for me. I played until I was like 16. I was really good. I just stopped because at 16, golfing ain't gonna get you no women. So it was like I just stopped. I was like junior champions and all this. It just stopped.
Oh, what?
Right. Can y'all hear me?
I lose you.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Yeah, man. So I don't want to take up no more of y'all time. I had to bow down and give it up to the Flyboy way. You know what I'm saying?
Make sure hey, Big Boss, make sure you use this as a thumbnail. When you
that won't be a thumbnail, but it's definitely gonna be a clip.
Yeah, man. Yeah. It, bro.
Hey, Flyboy way, we gonna call Big Boss. That's the Don King of live stream because he was straight trying to get it popping.
He's like, I'm gonna send a link right now. Hold up.
Boom. Boom. It's funny you said that. Wait, because I said that a couple streams ago. I said I'm the Don King without the hair. I actually said that.
Yeah, that's what's up. Man, I just woke up, man. Literally like 20 minutes ago, man.
Oh, wow.
See, I'm looking like a hot mess, but I'm about to go and jump in the shower, man, and get back to editing another episode. Shout out to Flyboy Way.
Tune in, y'all. I appreciate you. Can't wait to watch the next episode, man.
Huh?
I can't wait to watch the next episode.
Yeah. I'm working on it right now. It's caddy of the day. Speaking of golf,
just make sure when you swing, you keep your arms straight and you move your body. You just swing your arms and follow through, man.
Damn. Why you got schooling like that?
Hey.
Only here on Big Boss Real Talk. Flyboy Way is schooling Zoom to Thailand on golf.
That's right. And just for that, he got to bring his ass out here. We got to get around there now, Flyboy Way. You ain't getting out of it.
I'm getting out there soon, man.
Yeah. It's gonna be another East Coast, West Coast beef again on the golf course. We're gonna have golf beef.
Appreciate it, man.
All right, y'all.
All right,
thank you for pulling up.
Yes, sir.
Zoom
drive.
Zoom drive. That's what's up, man.
All right, y'all.
I know that little jump.
I tried to do a jump.
Tried to do a jump.
Yeah.
Shout out to Richie Mack.
That was a good live, man.
In the building, man. You got shouted out by Richie Mack, man.
Dope, man. I love it.
He had to bow down.
The power of brothers who stay positive and connect, man. That's my message throughout my story, bro. We are so much powerful when we just stick together, man. No matter if you don't agree with somebody, no matter if you whatever. We just so much powerful when we stick together, man.
Yes, sir.
Just like your background.
Oh,
we so much power when we stick together, man.
Huey P. Newton, yes, sir. Shout out, shout out to Zoom. That was dope. Greg 712. Shout out to Big Boss. Shout out to Zoom to Thailand and definitely understand and shout out to Flyboy Way for keeping it all the way real for so long, man. We gotta give Flyboy his flowers while he's still here, man. He's been doing it for so many years. Man, I didn't get my passport until 2018. This man been traveling, 2012, 08, 11, 13?
Internationally, I was 24. I'm 37 now. 13 years I've been traveling internationally.
Dang, you've been traveling international for 13 years.
Yeah, this is my
4 years.
This is my first passport. I've been traveling. Traveling so long. I'm about to be on my third passport, but I'm a second passport. I'm on my second passport already, but I don't know. I'm trying to block this out because I don't want to show my stuff. But
what is the ID page?
Only the real people will know what this is. Hold up. I had to block my name here. All right. Only the real people will know what this is right here.
Yeah.
Zoom in. Hold up, this way.
Or I go. Oh,
you see that?
Bruh. Oh, that's a visa?
Yeah, it's back when you needed a visa to get in Brazil.
That's a visa to go to Brazil. Yeah. Exactly. When I saw the Brazil, that's what made me think it was a visa. Yeah. Damn. Yeah. Well, just like Obama opened up Cuba, Trump opened up Brazil for us though, because Bolsonaro messed with Trump.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I remember that. I remember that it was
for all you Obama people. Brazil visa. Yep, he got it. Brazil visa.
Yep.
Hey, dang, you got one? Yeah, you sure do got one. I remember.
You got one older than that?
Huh?
You gotta get Jay Cloud on your channel too, man. Jay Cloud good people, man. He got real.
Oh yeah, he the best. He never asked me. It's all good. 160. Oh, so it cost the visa used to cost 160.
And I had to go to New York to get it.
What, for real?
Yeah, because
so would I have to go to New York, or can I go somewhere on the West Coast?
You probably had to go to LA. There was only
LA?
certain.
Oh, okay.
There was only certain embassies that you could do it from.
Oh wow, that's deep.
Mm-hmm.
I'd have to go to Los Angeles to get mine.
You get yours, yeah.
Melvin Riddle, shout out to Melvin Riddle. I still have my Brazil visa and passport. Damn.
Yeah, man.
Man, club help. Clifton said, I remember going to Canada and Mexico with just my ID.
I heard about them days. I didn't understand it.
Yeah, that's pre 9/11, man. The world changed. Funny, the world changed with 9/11. Then the world changed with CV in 2020, the virus. Damn, that's crazy. What you said? You would go to SF. Oh, yeah, I thought so. Yeah, I probably could go to San Francisco or Los Angeles. Yeah, probably. No, not Oakland. That's what's up. That's what's up. Well, man, it's been over 2 hours, man. We've been rocking out, and it seems like we still got a lot of gas in the tank. But damn.
We do maybe another 15 minutes, but then I gotta get to Boo Lovin' a little bit.
Look at you. Oh, is your joint there?
Nah, I'm just setting something up for Miami.
Oh yeah. So we call that cupcaking then.
Oh, cupcaking.
Yeah, out here in Cali. If she's not in front of you, and it's all on the phone, either text or talking, and you trying to set it up for later, so it can be cool later. That's cupcaking.
I like that.
Yeah.
Cupcaking.
Yeah. Boo loving is when she's physically there. You boo loving. But if she's on the phone or text, you cupcaking.
Okay, so you
set it up for later.
Whenever you talking sweet to a woman to try to get some plans.
Cupcaking. Yeah, talking sweet. Like you get it. It's that Bay Area Oakland shit. My first countries were Bahama and Mexico. Damn. Well, yeah, I can see the Mexico, but Bahamas. Trump come back and say he opened up Venezuela. Y'all gonna catch me in a red cap. I got mine already. Mine's is right over there. I'll wear it. I might get demonetized. I might get demonetized. You know how they feel about him. I hear you can't even really say his name too much. So I gotta watch that. You can't say it just like you can't say CV. You can't even really say his name. Yeah, but y'all thought I'm a 45 man. I'm a 45 man. Yes, sir. I know a lot of people on the other side of the country ain't. But saying Cali, we a little different though. Grega, I would be wearing that mega head looking like Kanye West at the cookout. Yeah, but funny, even if he or anybody opened it up, just because it's open, man, the situation could still be what it is. Like Haiti is open, right? Ain't Haiti open? I don't want to talk ill of them, but you go down there, man. You gotta watch it, man. They got
you might have to watch it a little bit, but it's all parts of
man. They got kidnappings and all kind of so it could be open all it won't. it'd be open enough for you to go down there and get caught up into something. So, I don't know. I'm gonna have to let the Venezuela kind of cool down and let a lot of other people go first. And shit.
HD, I've been there. That's where that's the airport. I went to the Blue Lagoon. This is before that trip to France. Is that's the airport. Iceland. Yeah. That's the Blue Lagoon. I had
wow, man, you've been all over the place. That's why you got to put some respect on your name.
Man,
editing or not, just content in general. The length of time.
Like I said, no matter
and drone footage.
People say I'm humble, but I really say I'm respectful. But on top of that, like I just know for a fact it can't be all about me. It got to be about everybody that's doing it in the community, because I know how it is if you take one person out and it just shuts down everything. So the more of us, like I preach that all the time, man. Yes, I've been all these places. Yes, I got all these amazing footage. I spent $3,500 just going to Medellin, and I didn't have, nobody spends that much in a week.
No wonder why you had a good time. If I'd have spent $1,000, I'd have had a good time too.
I spent that much money because I wanted to show everything I could. I didn't sleep. It was one episode where I did a live while I was there, and I was like falling asleep on a live. But the purpose is so important because of how much we have to endure as Black United States citizens. The purpose is so important that I give my all to it, man. That's why I can't be in a relationship. I give my all to it. My kids, they get it first, but I give my all to this too.
That's what's up. Yeah, so a few weeks back, Bossy Boss fell asleep on one of my lives on one of my Fridays, my Friday night tap in.
I'm gonna check that out.
Yeah, shout out to Richie Rich, man. Richie Rich, he ran the whole show, and and the cool part about it, I would wake up. I was in and out, so I would wake up and go back to sleep, and then I see in the chat, the chat was still going. Man, Boss is snoring. I said, damn. Yeah, go check it out. It's the video. Friday night tap in, episode 8, beef. Where's the beef? The thumbnail shows the cow. Thumbnail. Yeah, with the cow and somebody punching the cow.
It was meat. I thought it was meat in the thumbnail.
Huh?
I thought it was meat in the thumbnail.
It is. Yeah. So it's a cow, and then it's a boxing glove punching the cow, and then the red arrow shows a piece of meat, and it's like in a boxing ring. Friday night tapping, man. I went to sleep for like half the live, man.
That's gonna be my exorcism while I'm at work tomorrow watching them.
But Richie, and funny, and even when I was dozing and getting woozy, I had the I'm glad I did, man. I had the presence of mind to turn off my cam. Ooh. And I felt comfortable because Richie Rich had just happened to pull up on the panel.
Right.
Everything works out, so he just took over. So shout out to Richie Rich.
Imagine you had that, then you hit that camera and you'd been sleeping like,
man, that would have been viral. I'd have been viral though. So maybe, but everything ain't worth it. Hey, so any last words? I'm gonna let you go, man. We got to do it again. Oh, you going live tomorrow? So yeah, so I'll pull up on your live if you want me to. No feature interview, but just pull up on the panel just to say what's up.
Yeah, it's gonna be an hour long. I'm gonna make it to a loud hour. I got my son; he'll be coming in and out and stuff. But last words, man. Like I said, to the death of me, man. I'm gonna keep preaching it, man. Like we work so much better when we work together, man. Like Black people have been miseducated in the United States. We've never had the opportunity to tell our story in history books, in TV shows, in any form or fashion of written documents. There's never been a Black perspective of the world. But because of technology, not just YouTube, but because of technology, we're able to change that. One person can't change that. The more of us there is, the less they can get rid of all of us. So that's why I tell everybody, if you're a traveler, if you have a story to tell your story on YouTube. Don't worry about getting paid. Just do it just to get it out there, because somebody might be inspired by your story. Somebody might be somebody might be on a limb of giving up, and you come up and they're like, oh, I can relate to this person. I can relate to this person. And you can say their life, man. Like literally, man. I had a guy walk up to me, and this is one of the emotional. Like I get people walk up to me all the time. I'm like the most approachable person. But I had a guy walk up to me and say, yo, I came home from jail. I was stressed out with my baby mother because I had like, I guess you gotta, when you come out of jail, when you come out of jail, you gotta sign to live somewhere. And she was like treating him crazy. He was like, I was at the point of just like taking my life. And like I started watching your content, and like your content was like showing me that, damn, I don't gotta be stuck here. There's a bunch of stuff I do. Since then, I've been to 8 countries since in that time. And I'm like, damn, and you still around. So like I said, you never really know. Like the views look good, views look good. The subscriber base looks good. The numbers look good, but you're something greater than that, man.
I hear you.
I mean, it's your boy FRE$H Fresh at the Flyboy Way. That's THEFLYBOYWAY. Don't ask why. Just check out the channel, and I'll see you in the next video.
Peace. Boom! Real talk. The Flyboy Way. Shout out, right? Impact. Man. Wasn't that something? We just had the Flyboy Way on here. He took us back to the day. He took us back at least a decade. He's been traveling at least 12, 13 years. He's been recording it on YouTube for about the same time, 11, 12 years. And he took us back on his channel, which you can go to see more of his videos on the Flyboy Way. He took us back about 10 years, at least from 2015, 16, 2012. Yeah, 2012 all the way up to now. All the countries he's been to, he broke it down. So if you missed any of this, go back and watch it. This is not like my Saturday Night Lives where they're like 7, 8 hours long. Or even my Friday night tap-ins, that's 4 or 5 hours long. We rocking about 2.5 hours. So if you missed any of this, make sure you go back. A big shout out to Richie Mack. Zoomed to Thailand, pulled up for a few minutes. Man, I thought we was going to have an edit battle set up on here between Zoom to Thailand and Flyboy Way. But shout out, man. It's all good, man. And this to piggyback on what Flyboy Way said, man. Us brothers, us black, man, we all we got. So it's all we already have been miseducated, post-slave trauma bullshit from back in the day. At each other's necks in the streets, and now here on YouTube and in a public platform going at each other. The shit is not cool. That's why I will not engage. I will not engage with it. I know there's others that's against me. I'm not going to engage in the back and forth. All I'm going to do, I'm going to just keep putting out fire content. And like I say, the one time that I spoke against someone, it was not even an ad hominem attack at them. I was not attacking them. I just highly disagreed with what they said. And now that person has agreed to come on my channel. Yes, you guys know who I'm talking about. So the day is pretty much set. Be sure you go to my page, my channel, check my community posts. I put them up there for a reason. That person I'm talking about will be on my channel as early as next week. The one person that I had an issue with and I made the video against them, they have agreed to come on my channel. So Big Boss is doing big things. I got other stuff more than that. But I learned my lesson about counting the chickens before they hatch and saying it. So shout out to the Flyboy Way. As you guys know, this great interview tonight was supposed to happen on Tuesday. And after I did the video on Monday with Dan, DreamWork Dan, the guy with the 3 wives, Dan is going to come on in another week or two. Dan is going to come on again. DreamWork Dan with the 3 wives are going to come on. And this time his wives will be on camera. So we just talked about that today. We're trying to set it up. But when Dan was on, I said, yeah, and tomorrow I got Flyboy Way. And right after the video, boss, can we push it to Thursday? I said, oh, yeah. So I'm learning my lesson to count my chickens before they hatch. Just because something is planned, anything can happen. So Big Boss, I have a lot of plans, a lot of collabs coming up. People want to mess with the boss. Real mess with real. It is what you seen, Richie Mack. You seen the others on this channel. Shout out to Check in Effect. When Check was on last week, Friday, he was at the 68K, 68.5. Now he's at 71K and rising. So, like I say, real YouTubers, big YouTubers, they mess with Bossy Boss. Real mess with real. And just like my subscribers, you guys are real. So I thank my subscribers. I thank you guys for messing with Bossy Boss. I will be back on. Yes, sir. You make a move. Can't wait for the day. I know everybody waiting for that. Yeah, I spoke to him today or last night. He's coming back on with his wives. We just got to get the day. So yeah, don't sleep on Bossy Boss, man. Don't sleep on Bossy Boss. Mess with the boss. Make sure even if you don't watch the video, at least go to my community tabs from time to time. You can see what's going on. But it is what it is. With that being said, I'm about to be out. Oh yeah, and like he just said, yes, Bossy Boss will be doing a trip with the Flyboy Way. In a few weeks, we're going to go to Mexico. A lot closer to me because I'm right here in Cali. He's coming away from New Jersey and Miami to come to Mexico. For me, it's a quicker flight. So I'm going to hook up with him. Bossy Boss is going to hook up with Flyboy Way in Mexico. You know it's going to be footage. His footage and my footage. And man, it's going to be crazy. So Boss is doing big things. Thank you guys for rocking out. I know I didn't say that. Oh, okay. Okay. Somebody was not paying attention. Somebody was not paying attention. That was not what was going on. Okay. So I suggest you to go back and watch. And it wasn't that far back. So no, I'm not crazy. I know I can't battle Richie Mack, Zoom to Thailand and editing skills. Bossy Boss, well, my boop, boop, boop. No. Somebody else was talking like they could do that. No, I never said that, sir. That's libel. I'm going to sue you like Cardi B did Tasha K. Sued her for libel. I never said that, sir. No. My editing skills is nowhere on Zoom to Thailand. Matter of fact, I haven't seen nobody on YouTube editing skills like Richie Mack, Zoom to Thailand. For its editing. Now, if you talk about the whole package, how many videos you have, the overall content, that one thing. But when you talk about specifically editing, production of editing, I've seen nobody on YouTube yet whose production skills and editing rivals Richie Mack. So I did not say that. Slap yourself for saying that. Oh, okay. He said, all good, bro. English is my second language. How do you sue a bro guy, right? But that's what it is, man. It's all fun and games. But yes, sir. So thank you guys for rocking out with Bossy Boss. The two lives I had today, like I said, the one with we just had right now, this same stream with the Flyboy Way, even though it should have been Tuesday, it's today. This was set up. The one I just did earlier, a few hours earlier, with Brandjor around the world. Shout out to Brandjor. That was kind of impromptu. He hit me up in the wee hours that, boss, I want to come on your show because Friday I'm going to be in flight all day. So I can't do it on Friday. Friday I'm going to be in transit, in and out on airports and flying around. So Thursday, only day I got. I said, wow, I'm already doing Flyboy on Thursday. So I squeezed Brandjor, and I'm glad he did. Also, go check that out. So I'm giving you a lot of content. Go check that out. That's about just under 2 hours, like an hour 47. If you missed that, he had a baddie with him. He had a baddie, Venezuelan baddie. She has her own YouTube channel. She has an IG. She's a masseuse in Cartagena, and she's a tour guide. So shout out to Brandjor and shout out to Learn Crypto. So blah, 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 yada, yada, yada. Yeah, he do. Yeah, everybody got, a lot of people got skills. Shout out to Jedi. Shout out to Jedi, Dree TV. Yeah, he got skills with the editing. He got real good skills with his music. He makes beats. So Jedi got real good skills with music and making beats. He knows how to use the technology very well. His green screen he have in the background. So yeah, that's a good thing. We have a lot of good creators, content creators, and we all getting better. You know, I don't think too many of us are professional at this, and we're learning on the job. You know, we're learning as we go. We get better. Outside of Zoom to Thailand, he does have an unfair advantage coming out of Hollywood, California. He has in the shows, but it is all good, man. We all doing what we can. So thank you guys for coming out. Tomorrow, Friday, I do have my Friday night tap in. So be sure to tune in tomorrow night, my Friday night tap in. Even right now, I'm not sure what time I'm going to do. I'm going to decide this a little bit later. And I'm going to put it where? Community tab. I'm trying to teach you guys to go to my community tab. I put community posts for a reason. In my community tab, I'm going to make the thumbnail for it tonight. And by the end of the night, I'll figure out what time I'm going to go live tomorrow. I am doing a Saturday night live. I'm gonna go ahead and say this person is he, and you listening. If you watching, you better not flake on me, all right? Because you don't have enough subscribers like shout out to TheFlyBoyway to flake on me. But so this Saturday, I will be having QB Flexing, new YouTuber. If you haven't already, go to his channel, check it out. He doesn't have a lot of videos up yet. He's just starting it. So just like I have big YouTubers on, I also have smaller YouTubers, smaller than me, you know what I'm saying? Because we all got to eat. So I'm trying to, anyone who don't have the 1,000 subscribers, I'm trying to get you up to, I just hit 1,000 myself, but I'm trying to get other people up to 1,000. Because what I say, everybody eats. So all you got to do is, hey, put your hat in the ring and just go for it and just do it, man. You ain't got to be perfect, but just start. Just start. So, yeah. I have my Friday night tap in tomorrow. I don't know what time. I'm gonna put in the community tab. Saturday, Saturday Night Live. This week will be QB Flexing. He focusing on Mexico, so that's cool. Tuesday coming up, I have a dope interview. Now I'm getting kind of far. I don't want to say just in case he flakes on me. And I have a big YouTuber later in the week, next week, a big YouTuber that's going to shock you guys. Is going to pull up on my channel, have a featured interview next week. So don't sleep on the boss. It is what it is. You guys have it. Yeah. But hey, but it is what it is, right? Whether you choose to do it or not, whether you choose to do that or not. The price was the price is what she said. Hey, it's Cartagena, man. Y'all know how Cartagena is. Hey, man, but I still want to go to Cartagena at least one time. Like I say, bucket list. I want to see the wall city. I want to see the clock tower. I want to go to the beach. I want to see that old style architecture. I want to hit up Space Delirium. So yeah, I do want to hit up Cartagena at least one time and scratch it off the bucket list. But you know how Cartagena is, man. My opinion, the views of my channel, Cartagena Sasua 2.0 when it comes to prices. So hey, man, so it is what it is. But other than that, you guys have a good night. I got to do what I do best, go to work. Because just like Flyboy, shout out to TheFlyBoyway, man. Who knew he was still working? I didn't know. I thought Flyboy was a full-time YouTuber, man. He got almost 40K. I thought he's a full-time YouTuber, but shout out to him. He said he drives trucks. That's what's up, man. And I got to go to my job and make my money. So I'm not full-time. I'm trying to go full-time. I'm trying to be monetized. I want this to be my real job. So, hey, until then, I still got to go to work. So, thanks for coming out. Tomorrow, Friday night tap in. Go to my community tab, find out the time. And Saturday Night Live. It is what it is. Peace. Oakland. East Oakland. Yeah, that's right.